It's the WEOL Gridiron Clash. Tonight, the Wellington Dukes take on the Clearview Clippers. It's brought to you by Cobos Insurance Center, your Ohio Mutual Insurance Group agent. Lorain County Community College, real education for good jobs. Eco Tree Services, your complete tree care company. Domino's Pizza on South Main Street, Route 58 in Wellington, and by the Nick Abraham Auto Mall, Route 57 and East Broad Street in Elyria. We're getting set for the Wellington Dukes and the Clearview Clippers. But first, the Cobos Insurance pregame show on WEOL.com and the free WEOL mobile app.
Call Domino's Pizza in Wellington, 440-647-2020, and get 2 or more medium 3-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each. Or get a large 2-topping pizza plus loaded tots for only $16.99. Both of these specials are for carryout and delivery. So grab your phone and call 440-647-2020 now. Delivery charge extra. Call Domino's Pizza on Route 58 in Wellington next to Mickey Mart. We're open after the game. Let's go Dukes.
Lorain County Community College grads are ready for the future.
I turned to LCCC for a degree in advanced technology.
To gain the skills needed to start a new career in cybersecurity.
To become a nurse and make a difference in our community.
To save money before earning my degree at a 4-year university.
To earn a degree that fits with my life.
You can turn to LCCC. We will prepare you for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College. Always here, always ready. Enroll today.
It's the Cobos Insurance Center pregame show on WEOL.
And Ron Polinsky along with Mike Rush as we get set to bring you the WEOL Gridiron Clash. And the pregame show is brought to you by Cobos Insurance Center, your local Ohio Mutual Insurance Group agent. Call Cobos Insurance or visit CobosINS.com. Terry Howell back in studio control. And Terry, if you can wipe out that echo for us, that would be awesome. And Mike Rush, great to be here with you as the Wellington Dukes get winning the LC8 at 0-2, coming off 2 really difficult losses in overtime a couple of weeks ago, and then last week they lost a heartbreaker 14-12 at Brookside.
Yeah, Rob, first of all, it's great to be joined with you. I think I've worked with just about everyone here at WEOL, so hopefully we've saved the best for last with you. And like you said, yeah, Wellington, 2 tough losses in a row. Having a hard time finishing, both finishing offensive drives and finishing games. A couple heartbreakers, as you said. The defense has been solid. It's kept them in games. Offensively, they're struggling to finish, like I said. In Clearview, 4-0, like you said, kind of just reloading in this offseason. A lot of guys that they lost, I think they had a chip on their shoulder all offseason. They're coming out, a lot of guys up from the JV team last year. The consistent has been quarterback play from Cy Christensen, and they're rolling, and it figures to be a good game tonight. Some rain, some weather on the grass, and we'll see how that impacts things.
Kick is set for 7 o'clock as we are about 25 minutes away from that. Have interviews with both coaches that we will get to. And again, Clearview comes in with a record of 4-0, and Wellington is at 2-3. Had a chance to talk with Mike Collier, the head coach of the Clearview Clippers, earlier this week. And let's hear that interview now. And again, you are listening to the Cobos Insurance Center pregame show. And here's my interview with Mike Collier. Continuing on our Cobos Insurance Center pregame show as we get you set for Week 6 tonight, the Clearview Clippers travel to Wellington to take on the Dukes, and joining us is longtime Clearview head coach Mike Collier, whose team comes in with a record of 4-0, 1-0 in the LC8, coming off a win at Oberlin last Friday. And Coach, before we look to tonight, just a quick look back to last Friday, a win shutting out the Oberlin Phoenix. Anytime you get a shutout, obviously an indication that it was a pretty strong game for your team defensively.
Yeah, our guys have been really stepping up this year. I thought it all started up front with our D-line playing well, but the back-end guys have been reaping the rewards of that too. So it's been complimentary football. Our guys have done a great job. Really proud of them.
Talk about the offensive effort last week.
Yeah, enough guys to go around. They're all it all starts up front with that O line. Their ability to run block and give side time in the pass plays as well has really gone a long ways in helping us develop some newer guys in the receiving core. But our running back room is also a very talented group. So we've been able to spread it around, which I think will help us, going throughout the season. Anytime you can, build that depth, it's going to help you.
And Mike, when you're able to do that, I would think that gives the young men a lot of confidence in spreading it around, knowing that it's not just one guy you need to focus in or two guys. I would think that gives your group some confidence.
Yeah, they believe in each other. They block well for each other. Just a fun group. Kids that are unselfish and just want what's best for the team. And we've been able to everybody's had their moments. So it's been nice to see.
So, Coach, tonight you take on the Wellington Dukes, a longtime rival of Clearview. They're coming off a couple of tough losses, losing in overtime to their rival Black River, and then a 2-point loss last Friday at Brookside. What have you seen when you look at the Dukes on film?
Yeah, they've been right there. Unfortunately, had a few lapses there in key moments. There was a fumble last week I saw against Brookside, so they had an opportunity to punch it in there at the end. So they're a tough football team. They always are. They play us well. So it's up to our guys to really come out tonight and play well.
Haven't had a chance to see either one of you, but one of the young men that I hear a lot about when I hear about the Wellington Dukes is Johnny Kinter. I'm sure he's got the attention of your team.
Yeah, like I said, they have some talented young men over there, and I know that they do a good job of spreading the ball around as well. Coach Howes has done an outstanding job with his group, and it's important that we step up and we kind of take that one more step. We try to do that every week when we talk about going 1-0, just to improve on what we've done the week prior. So hopefully we continue to grow, and our guys have had a good week.
Is there something specifically you're looking to grow on? Is there a part of the game that you really are looking for some improvement week to week?
Well, just the basic stuff. Again, just trying to be better at blocking, better at tackling, and then obviously each individual group has things that our coaches work on with them to just keep continuing to strive and get better, so that by the end of the season we're playing our best football.
Mike, if you would, give us some keys tonight for Clearview if you're going to go on the road and defeat the Wellington Dukes.
We got to win the trenches, as always. I think our offensive line has to continue to dominate and kind of do things up front that allow our offense to get rolling. And then defensively, just kind of keep swarming to the football the way we have, playing physical brand of football and just, getting guys there and having fun, playing good defense.
Mike, if you could, since I haven't had a chance to see you guys this year, what do you like to do offensively? Is this a pretty good balance between run and pass? Do you like to run first to kind of set up the pass, or from a philosophical standpoint, how you guys doing things offensively this year?
Yeah, I think going into every game we like to stay balanced, but we also will see what the defense is giving us. If they're crowding the box, we'll try to air it out a little more. If they're spreading it out more, then we'll try to hit them between the tackles. So depending on what our defensive look looks like, our offense is able to adjust. And like I said, we got a number of kids that have stepped up. So whether it's in the run game or the passing game, we feel like we got the weapons to be successful.
In my time at WEOL, the Clearview Wellington game is always one that look forward to. It seems like there's a lot of traditions between these two schools, some great games. Mike, is there a memory for you in a Clearview Wellington battle, whether it be a coach, a player, or even when you were younger? I've always heard about crazy games between these two schools way back in the day.
Yeah, there's a number of them that come to mind. Probably my favorite was when I was a sophomore in high school, and Wellington took the lead, and we had the ball probably back at the 4 or 5 yard line, and we were able to connect on a bomb down the field to Imez Lois for a 95-yard touchdown that won us the game. So that's probably my fondest memory of the rivalry.
I'm guessing that might not be Wellington's fondest memory.
No, probably not. But they've had a couple as well that I can remember that are not quite so fond for me.
Mike, if you could, can you give us an update to here halfway through the season? How's the health of your team as you head in, getting ready for the second half of this regular season?
Yeah, knock on wood. We've been pretty fortunate. We've had a couple things pop up here and there, couple ankles, but nothing too catastrophic. Hopefully we're continuing to stay healthy and continue to move forward so that we can, stay strong and keep a good depth chart going. So far so good.
Is your team basically where you thought you'd be right now? I'm not specifically asking about your one-loss record, although 4-0, I'm sure you're thrilled with that. But basically halfway through the season, are you sort of where you think you would be, and are you ahead of schedule maybe?
Yeah, I've kind of spoke on that topic. I think, coming into the season, we didn't know, how things were going to play out. We graduated a large senior class last year. We had a very small senior class coming in this year. So I feel like, our guys are ahead of schedule, but we continue to push them and challenge them to be their best selves. So looking forward to the second half of the season and have been very proud of what our guys have put in work ethic-wise.
Well, Mike, thanks so much for the time. Excuse me there. Thanks so much for your time. Really appreciate you. Best of luck tonight and throughout the rest of the regular season as well.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate you having a time.
Well, it's our pleasure. That's Mike Collier, the head football coach of the Clearview Clippers. And back at Wellington, Ron Polinsky along with Mike Rush and Terry Howe. We still have the echo, so if you could maybe see if Dave Rydell can help you with that or somebody, but the echo real bad here from Wellington. But Mike, I don't know if you caught anything there that Coach Collier mentioned that got your attention.
Yeah, I think it just kind of sounds like a mature group that Clearview has. Even though it's a young group, they've only got 4 seniors. It just sounds like they're focused on their opponent each week. They're not overlooking anybody. They're not looking in the past, and kind of feel like they, again, like we mentioned, that chip on their shoulder and just trying to keep the train rolling here tonight in Wellington.
Wellington will go on offense as they won the coin toss, so Clearview will be on defense. For Wellington, they are averaging 16 points per game. They have 126 yards per game on the ground, 146 through the air. So the Dukes are averaging 272 yards per contest. For Clearview defensively, they are doing really well. They are giving up just 5 points per game through the first 4 games of the season, just 19 total points. And they have 21 tackles for loss, 13 sacks. They've forced 10 turnovers in 4 games, 5 interceptions, 5 fumble recoveries. So this is a really good Clipper defense, Mike.
Yeah, really disruptive, a lot of athletes, and they put them in good spots to be disruptive, and they fly around. And like you said, they forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's contagious. Everybody kind of wants in on it.
Last week, Clearview defeated Oberlin by a score of 42-0. Next week, they will be home to take on the Firelands Falcons. For Wellington, last week, they lost at Brookside 14-12. Next week, it won't get any easier for the Dukes as they are going to go to Columbia and continue on with league play here at Wellington. And Terry Howell, just to let you know, we are hearing the radio game in our headsets now. So maybe if you could, I don't know how you can get rid of that, but we've got the radio game in the headsets. So let's take a timeout. When we come back, you're going to hear from Rob Howells, the head coach of the Wellington Dukes, as we continue with more of the pregame show brought to you by Cobos Insurance Center, your local Ohio Mutual Insurance Group agent. Call Cobos Insurance Center or visit CobosINS.com. More with Rob Howells after this timeout. You're listening to the WEOL Gridiron Clash, tonight's game with Clearview and Wellington. We're streaming live at WEOL.com.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Kev's radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need to be removed, contact EcoTree, a local business that deserves your business. They've earned mine. Go to ecotreeservices.com.
Call Domino's Pizza in Wellington, 440-647-2020, and get 2 or more medium 3-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each. Or get a large 2-topping pizza plus loaded tots for only $16.99. Both of these specials are for carryout and delivery. So grab your phone and call 440-647-2020 now. Delivery charge extra. Call Domino's Pizza on Route 58 in Wellington next to Mickey Mart. We're open after the game. Let's go Dukes.
It's the Cobos Insurance Center pregame show on WEOL.
Game show as we get you set for tonight. We open up the second half of the regular season. It's a good one in Lorain County in the LC8 League as the Clearview Clippers come to Wellington to take on the Wellington Dukes. And joining us is 7th-year head coach Rob Howells of the Wellington Dukes. His team comes in at 2-3, looking for their first win in league play. And Coach, you've had a couple of tough games the last 2 weeks in the LC8. Boy, games that I'm sure one play here or there, you would be on the winning side. Just your thoughts back to last Friday and that tough one over at Brookside.
Yeah, a couple different ones with Black River and Brookside, in overtime with River, and then last week versus Brookside. And you said it right, a couple plays here or there, and it's maybe a different outcome. And, it's tough losing the games like that because everyone wants to focus on one side of the ball or one particular thing that may or may not have happened at the end of the game. But, there's plays throughout the game and nail biters like that. And, the message then to the team is to, try to come back and rebound and learn from that. It's sometimes I think I'd rather lose by 30 because in those close matchups like that, it's painful sometimes.
Rob, does it also, though, for a teaching moment to try to explain to the kids when they see it like that, can that explain to them, guys, every play really does matter?
Yeah, exactly. And, and that's the coaching cliches that you use all summer long, right? And to try to motivate them on how that stuff matters and attention to detail matters and the little things matter and they all add up. There is that teachable, learnable moment that you got to try to win each play and break down each play. And that's been our goal and mindset this year is to go 1-0 in everything we do, each and every rep. And, hopefully we have enough stackable moments at the end of the game. And, again, unfortunately, last week we just didn't have enough of those.
Rob, but when you're playing games that are that close, obviously you're doing some good things, some things that you're happy with your team. Can you share with us some of the things that you've noticed the last couple of weeks and really just the first half of the season, things that you're happy with?
No, yeah, I think you have to start with the defense side of the ball. We're much improved over there, and obviously having healthy players and Trey Moore back in the middle of that defense has paid huge dividends. But we were giving up 34 points a game last year, and we're down to like 17 so far this year. So it starts with them, and I'll be fully honest. They're doing such a good job, and Trey is the quarterback of that defense. They called the defense against Brookside. Coach didn't call that. That was player-led and called, and that's what we want to be about here. Offensively, we're taking strides. We are, struggling to finish drives and capitalize on turnovers and opportunities, but we're moving the ball and doing great things there. And Johnny Kinner's given us everything we got, and he's, one of the area's top receivers for a reason. And, so there's a lot of positives, and hopefully we can take the teachable moments and the positives and build on it. And, we got a tough opponent tonight. So hopefully, we can put it together and have another good, close game.
And, Rob, when you're playing defense the way you have, as I look at your scores the last 4 weeks, 12, 14, 13, 14, that gives your team a chance to win these games.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I said going into Brookside. Hopefully our good defense could travel and give us the opportunity to win, and it did just that. And, again, we're going to need all of that tonight. Clearview is a different animal in this area, and, hopefully our defense is ready for that challenge.
So let's talk about that challenge. They come in at 4-0. Speaking of the Clearview Clippers, one of 3 teams undefeated in Lorain County, what are they doing so well when you look at film? What concerns you about tonight?
Oh, man, everything. They're doing everything well. Coach Collier's doing a great job with this team. I think they, may have taken it a little personal that no one was looking at them after the season they had last year. Granted, they lost a lot, but they still had a lot coming back, and that starts under center with Cy Christensen. a junior who started as a freshman, and he can just make every throw in the book and reads defenses real well and takes what's open. And again, he's really going to test and challenge our defense. And there's playmakers all over the field, offensively and defensively. They fly to the football and make plays and find ways to make you miss. So again, both sides of our ball are going to be highly challenged tonight.
Coach, how have the kids responded? Obviously, it's got to be tough when you lose to a rival like that in overtime, and then your close game last week when it looks like you've got the game and you end up coming on the short end. How have the kids responded to that? Are you happy how they've bounced back?
I am very happy. I have a strong senior class that wants it. The football means something to them this year, and they want to be better, and they want to win football games, and the energy and focus at practice has gone up. And they're not letting, the underclassmen slide by, and they're holding the standard. And hopefully that's the legacy that they leave, and we can have, a surprising years to come when people aren't thinking much of us because of the work ethic that they're instilling. So, I'm really looking forward to getting them out there tonight. That's the nice thing right now is we have another one tonight, and hopefully we can get this bad taste out of our mouth.
What's it going to take tonight? Give us a couple of keys for your Dukes to have an opportunity to end this 2-game losing streak and get your first win in the LCA.
Yeah, well, we have to find a way to control the football and try to keep Clearview's offense off the field, and also finish our own drives, which is going to be tough. Clearview's only given up 19 points in all the games that they've played this year. So it's going to be a tough sledding over there. And then, again, our defense has to be opportunistic and do everything that they've been doing and try to keep them from lighting up the scoreboard because they've scored 136 points or about 34 a game. So, again, we're going to be challenged, and we just have to play our best game and limit our mental mistakes and turnovers and give them everything we got.
Coach, are you getting healthier? How are you heading into Week 6 tonight?
Yeah. Unfortunately, not really getting any healthier. Our starting tackle, Kane Davison, is out. He's got a knee injury. Will Sippo-Sutton is out. He's got an ankle injury. That's the other thing with these tough, tight LCA games is, they're tough, hard-nosed battles, and unfortunately, you're gonna lose some guys in that fold as well.
Well, Coach, we really appreciate the time. Here's hoping you get a little bit healthier as the season winds down. Best of luck tonight and throughout the rest of the 2024 season.
Thanks, Rob. I appreciate it. Thanks for being out tonight.
Well, it's our pleasure. That's Rob Howells, the head coach of the Wellington Dukes. We're tackling the competition this month with new deals at Nick Abraham Elyria Ford. Right now, get $5,000 off every in-stock 2024 Ford F-150, with Jeep owners receiving an additional $1,000 rebate. Plus, get $3,000 off every 2024 Bronco in stock, with Jeep owners getting a $2,000 rebate. Get yourself in the game this season at Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, Route 57 at East Broad Street.
We all know for a team to win, it takes dedication, consistency, and teamwork. That's exactly what we do here at Cobos Insurance Center. We put in the work every day so that you can have the best experience possible and coverage that fits you and your needs. By partnering with companies like Ohio Mutual Insurance Group, who are committed to helping you protect your auto, home, farm, or business, we have no doubt that we can be the most valuable player on your team. Give us a call at 440-324-3732 or visit us online at cobosins.com so we can help you with all your insurance needs today.
It's the Cobos Insurance Center pregame show on WEOL.
And welcome back to Wellington. Rob Polinsky along with Mike Rush as we get you set here. Just a couple minutes left in the Cobos Insurance Center pregame show. We should mention it is military night as they salute the military, and the Wellington Dukes have on their camouflage uniforms. So bear with us as we try to get you the Wellington numbers. They've got the camouflage jerseys with the black numerals. They've got that maroon helmet with the white W and the maroon pants. And the Clearview Clippers, the road team, they come running out onto the field. They've got their familiar look. The road whites, they've got the white jerseys, gold pants, and the white helmets with the blue Clearview on the side and the blue and yellow insignia on the helmets. These two longtime rivals set to tee it up here from Wellington. And Mike, just some of your keys to this one is we're getting set to kick it off from Wellington.
Yeah, I think if you're Clearview, Rob, continue to do what you've done offensively. That's really spread the ball around. They've been very balanced this year. They have a number of guys that we're going to be calling their games tonight calling their names here tonight that can make plays. So continue to be balanced. And then take away big plays from Wellington. Wellington struggled to move the ball, but they've thrived off big plays. For Wellington, kind of that other side of the coin, you got to finish drives. You got to try to possess the ball, keep it away from this potent Clearview offense, and then you can't give up big plays to Clearview. We know that Clearview can take it to the house at any play. They got to take those away.
And the Wellington Dukes now come running out here in front of the home crowd. So obviously with the weather, that is hurt a little bit of the attendance, but the people that are here, they're on their feet saluting their Wellington Dukes, who come in at 2-3, 0-2 in league play. And for, again, Clearview, they are 4-0, 1-0 in league play. And Clearview will make up their game that they had with Keystone that was postponed a couple of Fridays ago. They're going to make that up on Tuesday, October 22nd. So they will make that game back up, and that'll get Clearview up to 10 games. So that'll be good for that. Mike Rush is going to keep track of scores throughout the area. When he has those updates, we'll pass those along to you, as well as the stat story of tonight's game. Mike will do his best to stay on top of that. Wellington will receive the kick, and the kick from Clearview should come from Manny Moore, as they've got a couple of guys that kick off, but Manny Moore traditionally does it. He has 16 kickoffs. His long kickoff of the year is a 54-yarder. So both teams are out onto the field.
Yeah, we'll get a look at this Wellington offense first, and one name we haven't mentioned yet in the pregame is Johnny Kinter, number 11 for Wellington, wide receiver. He's back to potentially receive this kick. He's one of the more dynamic players in this league. Last week against Brookside, 6 catches for about $150, 2 touchdowns, and Wellington's got to try to get him involved even more, try to get him more touches, and obviously Clearview, you've got to account for him wherever he's at on the field, and we'll see if he gets an opportunity with this kickoff.
All right, and unless maybe we have a number change, but I have Manny Moore, who's supposed to be kicking off, as 52. Now they show Ethan Gifford wearing 54 out there, so I'm guessing that would be Gifford, if the numbers are right. But anyway, Clearview set to tee it up and kick it off, and we're just about set to get underway here from Wellington. Right foot into it, and we are into it. It's a short kick, a squib kick that is trying to stay away from Kinner. He does run it down at the 20, gets ahead to the 30-yard line, still on his feet, a lot of room to go. There goes Johnny Kinner across midfield. He's at the 30, the 20, and he is going to go for a touchdown. Johnny Kinner on an 80-yard return. And what a start for the Dukes, 13 seconds in. They lead at 6-0, Mike Rush.
Yeah, right on cue, Johnny Kinner. You know, whenever he touches the ball, good things happen for Wellington. It was a short kick, a bouncing kick. He's able to come up from his deep spot, pick it up. He is electric in open field. It doesn't matter if it's from scrimmage or in special teams. And just the start that this Wellington team needed.
Right is the quarterback out there, as you mentioned, using that speed formation. Nope, they switch it. Kick is good, and Wellington takes a 7-0 lead. Just 13 seconds into the football game. What a start to this one, Mike.
Yeah, we talked about this crowd down below us, ready to cheer for something, and it didn't take long for them to get involved. And again, for Coach Howells, his staff, his senior class that he talked about, it has been such a a great class for him and off to this great start.
All right, and we want to remind you that first kickoff was brought to you by EcoTree Services. Complete tree care is more than removing problem trees. Learn more at ecotreeservices.com. And this kickoff is brought to you by EcoTree Services. Call for 24-hour emergency service or online. Visit ecotreeservices.com. So I think there was approximately an 80-yard return. I'm not exactly sure, but Mike, did you see that? Or
yeah,
picked
80,
it up at about the 20?
Yeah,
maybe?
about
81
80,
maybe?
81 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're the official.
Yeah, well, I got to make sure I get it right.
So it will be Wellington to kick off here. And for the Wellington Dukes, kicking off, it will be Bryce Lemcool. So it'll be Clearview going on offense. I was going to give you the starting lineups for Wellington's offense and Clearview's defense, but with an 81-yard touchdown return, didn't have a chance to do that. Lemcool with a short kick. It's going to bounce at the 35-yard line, taken by the Clippers across the 40 out to the 45-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. 1st and 10 on the tackle for Wellington special teams. Justin Cottrell, 6'2", 160. And a junior. For the Clearview Clippers offensively, Cy Christensen is the quarterback. Running backs are Josiah Longo, Tristan Intilli. Receivers, Isaiah Garcia, Tyler Chapman, and J.G. Hill. Up front, Tristan Lauder, Zach Young, Manny Moore, Brody Wacker, and Anthony Lockman. Christensen is 50 out of 70 for 737 yards, 71%, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He is a junior. So Cy Christensen out of the shotgun. And on his left hip is Tristan Intilli, 45 carries for 239 yards and 4 touchdowns. And they're going to give it to Intilli. Intilli will get tackled at the 49-yard line. Stretches out to about midfield where he's brought down there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, Clearview, this spread offense, they were in trips there to the right. They kind of bring the jet motion across, and they stick it in the belly of Intilli for 3 yards. And
Ashton Rossler was there with the tackle up front for Wellington on their 4-3 defense. Nathan Crossey, Ashton Rossler, Cade Spagenberg, and Austin Sutherland. I'll get you the secondary and the linebackers after this timeout. 4-man defensive front for Wellington, or for Clearview, yeah. Defensive front for Wellington, 2nd and 7. Handoff over the left side, and Tilly will be brought down after a 4-yard gain to the 46-yard line. It was Trey Moore. He leads them with tackles with 104 through 5 games. Linebackers are Connor Shepard, Bryce Lemcool, and Trey Moore. In the secondary, the corners are Barron Turner Jr. and Johnny Kinner. And your safeties for Wellington, Landon Wright and Grant Keel. This Wellington defense has given up 17 points a game. They've got 41 tackles for loss and 11 sacks. They have caused 9 turnovers. And the Clippers now on 3rd and 2 will get it to Intilli. He stopped shy of the first down. Trey Moore and a couple of his buddies stopped him there. It'll be 4th down for Clearview.
Yeah, looks like we've got a flag down as well.
And it's a face mask against the Dukes, and that will give Clearview the automatic first down. Clearview offensively, Mike, they are scoring 34 points a game, 211 yards on the ground, 185 through the air, averaging nearly 400 yards of offense. They are 4-0 on the year, and they are 2-0 when they play road games.
Yeah, balanced, like you said, and it's led by Christensen, the 3rd-year starter as a junior. He's played more football than anybody on this Clearview team, just a junior, and he's kind of the signal man here tonight.
So 1st and 10 from the Wellington 29-yard line, 10-18 to go first quarter. Dukes up 7-0 on the touchdown on the kickoff. The throw, and it's going to be caught out here at about the 17-yard line. And on the reception is J.G. Hill, 16th catch of the year, 5'9", 160-pound senior. 16 catches now for about 245 yards, and he has 4 touchdowns, 2 receiving and 2 running the football.
Yeah, Christensen just rolling right there towards the boundary, and Hill open down that sideline.
1st and 10 from the Wellington 17-yard line. At this end, Mike, I might have to get a little closer to you than you want me to. But
that's fine.
3 receivers far side, and they're going to fake it to Intilli throw, and it's going to be caught at about the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for the Clippers, Isaiah Garcia, his 11th catch of the season, 5'10", 140-pound senior.
Yeah, nice little slant there, and great catch to go up and get it. And Clearview's on the move, going some tempo.
And they're also going up tempo, like you just said. 1st and goal from the 4, and they're not going to huddle. and a handoff to Antilli over the right side. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a yard. It'll be 2nd and goal from about the 3 as they unpile. The defender for Wellington coming off the bottom of that pile is Connor Shepard, 5'9", 160-pound senior, 74 tackles, 7 tackles for loss on the campaign.
Yeah, Clearview trying to go with some tempo here. They're a no-huddle team anyway. They signal in from the sideline, so they can go fast at any moment.
9 minutes to go first quarter. Clearview trying to tie it up here, down 7-0. Wellington took the opening kick and went 81 yards for a score. And the handoff to Antilli over the left side, and he's going to dive forward. Did he get across? And it looks like he's going to. Yes, he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Late signal, and we do get it. And the Clearview Clippers are a point away at 7-6. So Antilli with the touchdown. That's his 5th of the year.
Yeah, great answer by Clearview here. And we have a late flag. It's like a sideline warning on Clearview.
All right, so Antilli with the 3-yard run makes it 7-6, and we'll await the point after. And that would be Ethan Gifford, although it looks like they're going to go for 2. So Cy Christensen will come back out and run the offense as he's got Antilli to his right. So Clearview's going to go for 2 and try to take the lead. Down 7-6, early first quarter. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Christensen can run or throw. He's going to roll to his right, looking towards the end zone, fires, and it is going to be caught for the 2-point conversion. 2-point conversion is good, and with the reception in the back of the end zone, I didn't see that number. I don't know if you caught that or not. We'll see as they come running off the field. That is number 3. So number 3 with the reception, that is going to be Devin Jackson with the 2-pointer. So Jackson with the 2-point, it's 8-7. Let's step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back with the Clearview kickoff. 8:49 to go first quarter. Clearview 8, Wellington 7 on the WEOL Gridiron Clash, streaming live at WEOL.com.
Finding your next vehicle is made easy at Nick Abraham Buick GMC. Right now, get up to $7,200 off any in-stock 2024 Buick Enclave, or lease a new 2024 Buick Encore GX for as low as $239 a month with $29.95 down. Stop in today and see one of our sales associates to help you find out more about how you can save. Hurry to Nick Abraham Buick GMC, Route 57 at East Broad Street, Elyria.
The WEOL Gridiron Clash, on air, online, and on the mobile app.
Ethan Gifford set the kick. This is a squib kick. Wellington will fall on it at the 35-yard line, and they wanted to keep it away from Johnny Kinner. They did so. It's a squib kick to the 35. That kickoff brought to you by EcoTree Services. Make EcoTree Services your complete tree care company. Their second-generation arborists have that roots that date back to 1964. So now we'll see the Wellington Dukes on offense for the first time, trailing 8-7. The Dukes and Coach Rob Howes in his 7th year, averaging 16 points a game, 126 on the ground, 146 through the air, 272 yards of total offense. Landon Wright is the signal caller. 42 out of 71 for 59%, 731 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Wright turns, hands off, and hit behind the line of scrimmage is the ball carrier. They're going to lose a yard as they gave it to Connor Stevens, the tailback. 56 carries, 337 yards on the year. Barron Turner Jr., also a tailback. Fullback is Trey Moore. The receivers, Johnny Kinner, Connor Shepard, Justin Cottrell. Up front, left side of the line, Cade Spangenberg, Nathan Crossy. The center is Alex Sparks. On the right side of the line, Austin Sutherland and Ashton Rossler. We'll get you the Clearview defense when we can. It's 2nd and 11 from the 34. They line up tight. Moore comes in motion, and the turn and the handoff, and again hit behind the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go as that defensive front and line comes through. Very good for the Clearview Clippers, and one of those young men there is Xavier Ricks. He is a 5'10", 170-pound sophomore, Mike.
Yeah, interesting to see Wellington's approach here. They're almost like in a wing T approach. Earlier in the season, I've seen him in 5 wide. I've seen him in spread, and electing to go with the kind of the wing look here, 3rd and 11. So we'll see if they can try to get a matchup for Kinner. And
part of it might be, Mike, is that they do have some injuries. So this is my first time to see Wellington, and maybe that has changed up what they're doing here. Now they have two receivers to the far side. Moore comes in motion. And back to throws Landon Wright. Wright looking to his right. He's going to have to get rid of it. He throws it away. That'll be incomplete, and it will be 4th down as it's 4th and 11. The defense for the Clearview Clippers up front, Josiah Longo, Manny Moore, Josiah Augusto, and Montez Sanchez-Miller. Linebackers J.G. Hill, Tristan Antilli, Devin Jackson, and Cameron Williams. And in the secondary, the corners, Corey Armerlin, Troy Jones, and the safety is Isaiah Garcia. 7:19 to go first quarter, 8-7. And punting here is Bryce Lemcool. Lemcool has 9 punts, 37-yard average, as long as 54 yards. Good snap back to him, and he gets off a high, short kick. It's going to bounce at the 39-yard line, take a little bit of a Wellington roll, and die at the 38, and that's where Clearview takes over, 1st and 10. So now Clearview back on offense, Mike?
Yeah, not a great, obviously, drive for Wellington. Their whole deal is they want to possess the ball. They want to move the chains. They want to get into 3rd and manageables, 3rd and 11 there, and obviously not an easy position to be in. And now you're giving it back to this Clearview offense, which we saw some tempo from them on their first drive and kind of in their run game, so we'll see if that continues.
Mike, everybody always looks at 3rd down. Well, a lot of what happens on 3rd down is what you do on 1st down.
Absolutely.
And that's going to be a huge down for Wellington on offense. Cy Christensen back at shotgun formation. 4-man defensive front. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near. Christensen calls for it, hands it off, and until he breaks the tackle, gets to the 40, out to the 43-yard line, a gain of 5 where he's run down there. And for the Dukes, Connor Shepard was there with a couple of his teammates.
Yeah, Josiah Longo on the carry. We'll kind of get into his story here tonight. One of the more unique players in Lorain County, a defensive end. He's running the ball this year. He's only about 5'9", 185, and he's just an all-around player, a returning starter for this Clearview team.
Longo in there now, 20 carries, 216 yards on the season, 4 touchdowns, and he does have an 80-yard run. Longo gets the handoff. He's across the 45 out to the 47, where he'll be very close to a Clipper first down. Defensively for the Dukes, Austin Sutherland, 5'9", 185-pound senior defensive end. 43 tackles on the campaign, came up with that, and I think we're going to have, nope, not a measurement. They're saying first down, move the chains.
Yeah, and already you kind of see the luxury that Clearview has. They got 2 backs that can go in there and kind of pound away and spell each other, and on a night like tonight, very important to have.
Rob Howells wanted a measurement, the Wellington coach, but he didn't get it. So Clearview will have it 1st and 10, 6:40 to go, first quarter, clock running, and the Clippers have an 8-7 lead here at Wellington.
Don't forget tonight's live studio updates are being brought to you.
Josiah Longo on his left of Christensen. Christensen back to throw, being pressured. He's going to run up the middle, shakes 1 tackle. Now he fires, and it's going to be incomplete. I thought Cy was going to run, but he was about a yard shy of the line of scrimmage. He decided to try to complete the pass. It's incomplete. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, kind of a scramble situation. 2 guys from Clearview kind of in similar positions, kind of trying to scramble with Christensen, and kind of see the footing. Receiver gives out and sets up this 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from their own 47-yard line. 6:25 to go. First quarter, clock is stopped. You want to find Amherst and Avon Lake. That is on the radio tonight on AM 930 and FM 100.3. If you're looking for Black River at Keystone, that is on WEOL.com, Stream 3. Rob Polinsky, Mike Rush, live from Wellington. 2nd and 10, Longo gets it. Starts inside, bounces to the outside, hit at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for about a yard. Ashton Rossler and a couple of his teammates wrestled him down. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, great job by that Wellington defense to kind of string out that run. Longo's a physical running back. If you can make him go east and west and let your pursuit get there, good job by Wellington to force a 3rd and long.
So it will be 3rd and 10 for the 3rd and 9 for the Clippers from their own 48-yard line. 8-7 Clearview. Wellington ran the opening kick back for a touchdown, kicked the extra point. Clearview bounced back on a 3-yard run by Antilli and then went for 2 and got it to take the 8-7 lead. 3rd and 11. Christensen wants to throw. He's going to beat 1 tackle, gets across the 50, gets the first down at the 40 and slides down. Oh, what a job by Cy Christensen. As you see some of his athleticism, broke a tackle and he gets the first down on the year. Christensen had 17 carries for 49 yards, and that was impressive, Mike.
Yeah, very elusive escapability by Christensen. Flip side, if you're Wellington, it's kind of a deflator, right? You've got third and long. You think you got him wrapped up, and he's able to make a play with his feet to extend this drive.
Clock winding down, first quarter, 1st and 10 from the Wellington 38-yard line. Christensen takes it. He'll hand it off. Longo with it, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward, and that's going to be about it. He gets basically back to the line of scrimmage. Connor Shepard and friends on the stop.
Yeah, and once again, you talk about first down for Wellington, and you talk about it defensively. They kind of get a win, a 1-yard gain they give up. They set themselves up with a 2nd and 9.
Ari Rayford comes in, 6'2", 150, a defensive player for Wellington as he comes in to the secondary here. So 2nd and 8 from the 36-yard line. Backs are split. Now comes in motion, and they're going to fire over the middle. It's caught at the 30-yard line. Shaking a tackle down to the 20, to the 15-yard line, all the way down to the 10, still on his feet. He'll get into the end zone. Oh, what an effort, a touchdown by J.G. Hill, his 5th touchdown of the year, and Clearview leads 14-7 on the 36-yard touchdown with 4:23 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, what a great job by J.G. Hill, like you said, breaking tackles. Wellington kind of missing tackles. Great play design by Clearview. They send the back kind of into the flat. The defense widens with it, opens up that little spot there for Mr. Hill, and Clearview once again up and down the field.
And Clearview once again is going to go for 2. They're up 14-7. And this time they run the Wildcat. J.G. Hill takes the direct snap, falls forward, and I don't know if he got there. They're going to come in, and it doesn't look like they're going to get it. So Wellington holds them on that. But Clearview on their first 2 possessions have touchdowns, and they lead 14-7 with 4:23 to go in the first quarter. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back with the EcoTree Services kickoff right after this. Clearview 14, Wellington 7. You're listening to the WEOL Gridiron Clash. We're streamed live tonight at WEOL.com.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, radio voice of the Cavs. For several years, you've heard me talk about EcoTree Services on WEOL. Recently, I needed trees removed, so of course, I contacted EcoTree. They did an incredible job. The folks at EcoTree were timely, efficient, and the work was flawless. Take it from me. When your trees need attention or even require removal, contact EcoTree Services. Like me, you'll love their work. Find EcoTree Services online at ecotreeservices.com.
The WEOL Gridiron Clash, on air, online, and on the mobile app.
They're lighting up the scoreboard here, Mike Rush, as it is 14-7 Clearview with over 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. High short kick, and it is fumbled, and let's see who falls on it. Clearview says they've got it. It wasn't a non-side kick. It was just a high short kick at the 42-yard line. Wellington couldn't come up with it, and Clearview does. So the Clippers get the first turnover of the night as Wellington cannot come up with the short kick, and it was Cameron Williams who came up with that. So Clearview already out in front, 14-7, is going to get the ball back. And that kickoff was brought to you by EcoTree Services. Complete tree care is more than removing problem trees. Learn more at ecotreeservices.com.
Yeah, already some interesting things on kickoffs tonight. Some interesting kicks, some short kicks. That was a bloop. And
they want to keep it away from Kinner. The very first time they tried to, but it squibbed down to him. He picked it up, ran it 80 yards for a touchdown. Then a short kick that Wellington fumbled. They were fortunate to fall on it. This time, short kick, they can't come up with it. You got guys handling the ball, Mike, that normally don't.
Absolutely, yeah, and we'll see if Clearview can kind of capitalize.
And Wellington is going to have to shore that up. 1st and 10. And Christensen back to throw. Plenty of time over the middle, and he just overthrows his intended receiver. It'll be 2nd and 10. He had wide open going right down the center of the field on the fly pattern. Troy Jones, 5'9", 140-pound junior, couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, wide open, like you said. And Wellington defensively, they've been so solid all year. Obviously, they haven't played the likes of a Clearview-type offense, really, but this is where they really need to kind of bow up and get a stop. Clearview's been up and down this field. They've been handled a nice field position here, and Wellington's got to shore it up.
Cy Christensen My first time to see him, Mike, you can see he looks the part. He looks like a quarterback.
Yeah, 6'2", good size, reads the field well.
2nd and 10 from the 43. Christensen's going to turn, hand it off. Cameron Williams gets his first carry to the 40. He's shoved out of bounds at the 36-yard line. That's about a 7-yard gain for Cameron Williams. 27 carries for 217 yards on the season. An 8-yard average. His long run is 23, and he's got a couple touchdowns. So Clearview can come at you in waves with so many different skilled kids. That's the third different running back. They've got several wide receivers. That makes it even tougher.
Yeah, you can't key on any one guy. They got so many guys that can hurt you, and, just explosive so far.
And they also stay fresh that way, Mike. 3rd and 3 from the Dukes' 36-yard line. Big drive defensively for Wellington as they're down 1 score. And now Christensen coming over, giving the play call here as he comes up to talk with one of his receivers, and that was Devin Jackson. He's going to turn and pitch it. Cameron Williams has it. He falls forward, got brought down after a yard gain. That was Trey Moore, the linebacker, that brought him down. 5'10", 180-pound junior. Big play right there for Trey Moore.
Yeah, and Moore is one of those guys that can really hit you, but also make plays in the open field, and he gets a big stop there to force this 4th down.
4th and 1 from the Wellington 34-yard line. Under 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Clearview out in front, 14-7. Rob Polinsky, Mike Rush from Wellington back in studio control. Terry Howell doing a great job for us. So it is 4th and 1.
Got to make sure you watch the ball here, of course.
Christensen takes it. He's going to pitch it to the man coming in motion on the jet sweep. Penalty flag comes in, but we're going to get a first down for now to J.G. Hill. But are we going to get an illegal block here on the Clippers? Let's see what the holding on Clearview. That's going to wipe out the first down, and it will give Mike Collier a decision to make. And see what Mike Collier elects to do.
Yeah, Clearview trying to hit the perimeter run there, and I just got caught with the hold. And
they bring it all the way back to the 46-yard line. And Clearview, who knows what right now it doesn't look like they're in punt formation. But don't forget, Cy Christensen is one of 2 punters for them. Christensen has 5 punts, so does R.J. Williams. So this might be one where Cy Christensen goes ahead and punts from the quarterback spot. We'll see. He is. He's going to do a quick kick. Nobody back deep, and it will drop inside the 10 to the 5-yard line, and I think they stopped it at the 1. Holy smokes. Cy Christensen with a great job. Told you he had 5 punts for a 42-yard average, and right there he punts at 45 yards, and he pins the Wellington Dukes inside their 5. You can't do it any better than that.
Yeah, perfect execution. And like you said, with your quarterback as your punter, Wellington defensively, I've been in that situation. You got to honor the offensive formation that they have, and you're afraid to put a guy back, and it works to perfection if you're Clearview. And Wellington, you're backed up at your own 1.
They are at their own 1-yard line, so it's 1st and 10 from the 1 for the Dukes. Good news is they got the ball back. If you're a Wellington fan, the bad news is they got 99 yards to go. So from their own 1, Landon Wright will bring this offense to the line of scrimmage. And, boy, the way Clearview was dominated up front on that first series, you got a safety could be a real thing here.
Yeah, you got to try to get out, get some breathing room here.
From their own 1. Wright takes it. He's going back to throw. He wants to fire, looking for a man. It's going to be caught. He got it out to Kinner, and he gets a first down across the 15 to the 18-yard line. That's a huge play. Johnny Kinner on the year. Get these numbers. 15 catches, 529 yards. That's a 35-yard average per catch. He's got a 75-yarder and 5 touchdowns, and that gets Wellington out of a hole. It's 1st and 10 from their own 17, and give the guys up front credit because they gave Landon Wright time to throw it.
Yeah, Kinner, as you said, he leads all of Lorain County in yards, and when you got him, you could throw it up, and it's not it's not much of a risk because he's going to win a lot of those 50-50 balls.
So Wellington, with their first down of the ball game, has it 1st and 10 from their own 17. They trail 14-7. They scored on an 81-yard kickoff return by Kinner on the opening kick. Now Landon Wright will turn, and he'll hand it off over the right side of the 20 out to the 25-yard line to the 26. That is a 9-yard run for Connor Stevens. Stevens, 56 carries, 337 yards for the 180-pound senior, and he'll get the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 26.
Yeah, and haven't seen Wellington last week against Brookside. You know, Stevens really can run hard, run angry at times, and when those big guys up front give him, hole, he can hit it hard, and a big play for him to get the first down.
2 plays, 2 first downs for the Dukes. Kinner now lines up here on the near side, and Landon Wright under center, and that center is Alex Sparks. And Wright will turn, he'll hand off, and Stevens will get hit at the line of scrimmage. And he is brought down. And for the Clearview Clippers there defensively, it looked like Tristan Antilli and Cameron Williams were in on that. A couple of linebackers. Antilli, 41 tackles on the year. Cameron Williams with 25.
Yeah, and the one thing that this tight kind of wing T type formation does for Wellington is it singles up Kinner one-on-one down here. So we'll see if they kind of go back to that. And Clearview's got athletes all over the field as well.
Under a minute 20 to go in the first quarter. Dukes trailing 14-7. They have the ball, 2nd and 10. Trey Moore comes in motion. They're going to turn and pitch it. Stevens over the far side, brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Again, Cameron Williams and company are out there. 3rd and long.
Yeah, trying to run east and west against this defense, this speed of Clearview is tough. Obviously, you got to keep them honest and you got to mix it up, but it's tough to run side to side against them.
But you know what, Mike? Even if the Dukes have to punt after this 3rd down play, those back-to-back first downs got them some field position, and that'll help the cause a little bit if you're a Wellington fan.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple first downs, that's a win. Helps field position, like you said, and we'll see what they can come to here. We'll see if they spread it out or they stick with kind of this type of formation they've been going with.
Bryce Lemcool bringing into play.
Going with the quads look down here. 4 receivers.
And back to throw. They're going to fire it. It is Lemcool who dropped it. They had it set up. Bryce Lemcool just dropped the ball with 18 seconds to go in the first quarter. So Wellington's going to have to punt on 4th and 13. Line of scrimmage is their own 24-yard line.
Yeah, set it up like you said. He had room. If he could catch that, they had blockers out there, but I think he tried to look up before he reeled it in, and 4th and 12, like you said, will force a punt.
Isaiah Garcia back deep to receive the punt from Bryce Lemcool, his 2nd punt of the first quarter. Lemcool gets it off, and if Garcia gets it, doesn't make a fair catch, breaks the tackle, still on his feet, down to the 35-yard line of Wellington. Nice return right up the middle, about a 15-yard return, and that's a nice job out there for the Clearview Clippers. Again on that return is Isaiah Garcia.
Yeah, and just another avenue where Clearview is dangerous, right? Special teams, they've got athletes everywhere, like we said, and just another thing to prepare for if you're a coach. We heard Coach Howells on the pregame when asked what worried him about Clearview, and I think he said everything, right? So, yeah, they're obviously a dynamic team, and 9 seconds to go in the quarter, and we'll see if Wellington, again, kind of handed this field position. They got to kind of bow up and get a stop, maybe get a turnover.
1st and 10 from the Wellington 35-yard line. Defensively coming in here now, Ethan Ozenbaugh, 6 foot 230 defensive lineman. He's a senior. And we have a holding penalty against the Clippers off that punt return, so they're going to back him up. And it's a spot foul. So let's see. He ran it back to the 35-yard line, but the foul happened at about the Wellington 48. So this is a big-time penalty, as it's going to back Clearview up to their own 42. So 10-yard penalty, but that cost them 23 yards in field position because they had run it down to the Duke 35. This could be the final play of the first quarter. Under 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Clippers up 14-7. High snap. Christensen does come up with it, rolling to his right, looks to get rid of it, throws, and it's incomplete. Boy, Cy Christensen did a good job of just hauling that one in. That could have been a disaster on the poor snap back to him.
Yeah, great job to go up and get it and just kind of make something, make a great decision, get it out of bounds, and live to play another down.
Yep. So it'll be 2nd down. 4.5 seconds to go as the clock stops on the incomplete pass. As the center is Trenton Lauder. Trenton Lauder is the center for Clearview. 4.5 seconds to go. And back to throw. Christensen fires in the flat. It's caught. 45-yard line out to the 48-yard line. On that reception is Tyler Chapman. 1st of the night, 8th of the season.
We have played one quarter of football. Our score, it is Clearview 14 and the Wellington Dukes 7. We'll be back in the second quarter after this timeout. You're listening to the WEOL Gridiron Clash. We're streaming live on Stream 2 tonight on WEOL.com.
Lorain County Community College's graduates are the first choice of local employers. From healthcare to manufacturing to technology, companies turn to LCCC to find the talent they need. Graduates land jobs they love, our economy grows, our region thrives. You can turn to LCCC. We will prepare you for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College, always here, always ready. Enroll today.
Call Domino's Pizza in Wellington, 440-647-2020, and get 2 or more medium 3-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each. Or get a large 2-topping pizza plus loaded tots for only $16.99. Both of these specials are for carryout and delivery. So grab your phone and call 440-647-2020 now. Delivery charge extra. Call Domino's Pizza on Route 58 in Wellington next to Mickey Mart. We're open after the game. Let's go Dukes.
The WEOL Gridiron Clash. On air, online, and on the mobile app.
Start of the second quarter, Clearview with a football on 3rd and 4 from their own 48-yard line. They lead at 14-7. Rob Polinsky along with Mike Rush. And we have movement along the line, and that's going to be offsides against Wellington. That'll cost them 5. It'll give Clearview a first down. An update from downtown Cleveland at Progressive Field. They are underway as the Houston Astros lead the Cleveland Guardians 1-0 in the bottom of the first inning. We'll have Guardians baseball. We'll have the regular season finale this Sunday. That'll be a 3:10 first pitch, and it'll be a 2:35 join. Tomorrow night, we
ton of guys that go both ways, and you get that in small school football. D5 schools, and
you just got to get rid of it. So see if they can dial up something here, 4th and 9, like you said.
I wonder if the Dukes have a trick play up their sleeve, but 4th and 8 now from the 31. 1:03 to go in the first half. Dukes down 20-7 to try to keep possession. Landon Wright back to throw. He's going to step up and fire. Has a man. Kinner makes the catch. It's a first down all the way down to the 11-yard line, a 20-yard gain. That's a big pitch and catch from Wright to Kinner. And for Kinner, he came into the ball game 15 catches on the year. They quickly get to the line of scrimmage, and Landon Wright is going to spike the ball to stop the clock. 53 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, and we talked about Kinner all game. You just gotta give him an opportunity. You got to protect a little bit. You got to get it up for him, and talk about those 50-50 balls. But with him, you like your odds with him going up and kind of that soft zone coverage from Clearview, and he's able to kind of find a soft spot.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Although down the distance, not huge right now. They're at the 12-yard line. 53 seconds to go in the half. Just one timeout remaining for Wellington. Out of the shotgun is Landon Wright. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. And Wright will turn, and he'll hand off, and it is going to be Turner. They tried to cross him up, couldn't do it. And coming up with the stop, that was Corey Amerlin. Amerlin read it out from Barron Turner Jr., and they hand it off, and it's going to be the final timeout of the half for Wellington with 47.5 seconds. We'll keep it here since we're close to halftime, but, that's a good job by Amerlin staying home. 3 receivers to that far side. They try to cross him up, running to the short side, but Amerlin wouldn't have it.
Yeah, absolutely. Tried to kind of cross him up, like you said, misdirection, and obviously coaches always preach to stay home, and great job to do your job. Don't try to do anyone else's job, and sets up this 3rd and long. Duke's out of timeouts, like you said, and we'll see. We'll see what they can do here. Obviously, it's no secret in this stadium where the ball, maybe could go to Kinter, and if you're Clearview, you got to be able to go up and make a play with the ball in the air.
21-0 North Ridgeville over Elyria in the second quarter as the Pioneers looking for their first win of the campaign. Doesn't look like it'll happen tonight as North Ridgeville having a real good season. Thanks to Terry Howell with those scoring updates. Mike Rush will give us the out-of-town update at halftime. We'll also play some of the first half highlights we have here. 3rd and 12 from the 13, 47.5 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw with Landon Wright. Wright firing for the end zone, and they're going up to make the catch, and it's going to be incomplete. Oh, it just fell at the very last second. Kinner thought he had it for the touchdown. It's incomplete. It's 4th down. Well, that's as close as you can get to a score without having it. But the official right there, as Kinner, when he fell down in the end zone, couldn't complete the process, and it stops the clock at 43 seconds.
Yeah, and again, we just talked about it. You got to give Clearview defensive backs credit. They went up and they made a play. They fought. They didn't let Kinner go up and get it. They finished through the play, and they were able to get it on the ground.
So now 4th and 11. Line of scrimmage is the 14-yard line. So it'll be Landon Wright again out of the shotgun. 3 receivers to his far side. And he'll take it. He'll roll to his right, being pressured, in trouble. He's going to step up and run. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. Landon Wright with a 12-yard or 14-yard touchdown on 4th and 12. He gets the 14 yards and the touchdown, and the Dukes cut it to 20-13.
Yeah, what a play by Landon Wright. Trips right. Everybody kind of rolls that way. Nobody's staying home like we talked about. He's able to make a miraculous run, and what a perfect way to kind of go into halftime here as they kind of line up again for the swinging gate. Now they come together, see if they're going to kick it, but
so
what a run.
They take advantage of the fumble on the punt, and now it'll be Lemcool, who's 1 for 1 on the night, 2 for 2 on the year on extra points. They get it down. Lemcool's kick is up. It is no good. We have a penalty flag here that comes in, so we'll see what the penalty is, but for right now it's 20-13 Clearview with 36 seconds to go in the half. We had the back judge throw a flag and also another one of the officials. Again, coming up, LCCC halftime. We'll see what highlights that Terry Howell has for us. We have the out-of-town scoreboard with Mike Rush. Mike will also take a look at some of the first half stats that he has, and he and I will give you some of our thoughts, and if there's still some time, we'll probably give you some highlights from the Wellington band out here tonight. So we wait for this call. We had a couple of flags, and we'll see where we're at. It's going to be a personal foul against Clearview. So Wellington will get another opportunity, or they might go for two. I don't know. Rob Howells is out at the numbers telling the officials what he wants to do. So a personal foul on the Clippers. And this will be another try, so they will kick it again. So it'll be Lemkool to try to attempt the extra point.
Or jump the center. Yeah.
So they'll try it again. Lemkool's kick is up, and again it's no good. So the kick is no good, and Clearview has a 20-13 lead. We'll take a timeout. We're back with EcoTree Services kickoff right after this timeout. Your score, Clearview 20, Wellington 13, half a minute to play in the first half. We're back after this on the WEOL Gridiron Clash on WEOL.com.
Call Domino's Pizza in Wellington, 440-647-2020, and get 2 or more medium 3-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each. Or get a large 2-topping pizza plus loaded tots for only $16.99. Both of these specials are for carryout and delivery. So grab your phone and call 440-647-2020 now. Delivery charge extra. Call Domino's Pizza on Route 58 in Wellington next to Mickey Mart. We're open after the game. Let's go Dukes.
The WEOL Gridiron Clash. On air, online, and on the mobile app.
This kickoff is brought to you by EcoTree Services. Make EcoTree Services your complete tree care company. They're second-generation arborists, have that roots that date back to 1964. And what a job by Wellington. It gets them back into the football game, trailing 20-14.
Yeah, Clearview's kind of a couple special teams gaffes in this first half has allowed Wellington to stay in the ball game. Something you talked about earlier in the second quarter.
So it'll be Bryce Lemkool to kick off, and it's a low line drive kick that is taken at the 33-yard line, and immediately going down with it is Montez Sanchez Miller, defensive lineman. And we'll see what the Clippers elect to do here. They have 3 timeouts remaining. Now they're going to get the football back, so my guess is they're not going to do a whole lot. But if you hand it off on first down and get a big run, then who knows?
That might change your thought process. But, yeah, it might be best to just get to halftime without any more, momentum going in Wellington's favor here.
But when you've got Cy Christensen as your quarterback, I can see why that would be tempting.
Absolutely. He can sling it. We'll see what the thought process is here.
So 1st and 10 from the 35. Christensen out of the shotgun. He's got Antilli on his left hip. And J.G. Hill coming in motion. He'll get it. J.G. Hill trying to run to the far side. Gets to the 40. He is brought down at the 42-yard line. And let's see what Clearview elects to do. They do take a timeout. They take a timeout with 27 seconds to go in the first half. Mike, that's why you got to go paper and pen. You got to be old school. You can't rely on computers.
Man.
Paper and pen like a good reporter.
Yeah, I'll have to figure that out here at halftime. One more duty here at halftime. Scores and maybe stats. We'll see.
So it'll be 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard gain. We'll keep it here as it looks like one of the Dukes is shaken up out here. We can't see his number here, but one of the Dukes is down on the field at the 45-yard line, so we'll keep it here. Again, let's give you the scores that we have because computer boy next to me can't see anything.
It's the first time I've ever been called that.
Okay. It is Avon and Olmsted Falls. They are tied at 7 in the second quarter. Again, all these scores courtesy of Terry Howell back at Studio Control. Thank you, Terry. Avon Lake out in front of Amherst, 7-0 first quarter. Keystone leading Black River 14-0 Avon Lake. Keystone up 7-0. Berea Mid-Park and Midview tied at 7. And North Ridgeville up 21-0 over Elyria. So we still have a Duke that is shaken up on the field. we can tell you that coming up at halftime, Terry Howell has gotten us all the scoring plays of the first half. So we'll recap the first half scoring and give you the 5 touchdowns that we've had throughout this entertaining first half and a 20-14 Clearview lead. We'll have that, and we'll see if we can get Mike Rush to get some stats, the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll give you our thoughts, and then we'll also probably hear from the Wellington band. Something tells me that, Mike, you and I won't be able to kill 20 minutes, but who knows?
I think we can pull it off, Rob. Go through the scores. And
again, we still have a Duke that is shaken up on the field. That's the reason for this delay after Clearview took a timeout with 27 seconds remaining in the first half. Fireland's up on Brookside 13-0 second quarter.
Keep burning them.
Number 74, Austin Sutherland. Comes over from the east end of the field.
So the shaken up Wellington Duke that's coming off to the sidelines is Austin Sutherland. He's a starting right guard and a starting defensive end, so he's a two-way starter. We're going to need him.
Yeah, we'll see. See if Clearview here looks to attack or what they're going to try to do here. In Wellington, you got to be ready for everything.
Second and short. Christensen back to throw. Empty backfield. He's going to step up and he'll throw a floating pass. That's going to be caught and going out of bounds. That'll stop the clock as they get the pass to Devin Jackson. It'll be 1st and 10 with 20 seconds to go and still 2 timeouts.
Yeah, and this is a good situation, too, to work on for Clearview. You don't know when you're going to be in this situation again. This kind of 2-minute. Now you're on Wellington's side of the field. So with that vertical, passing attack and that arm from Christensen, they've got a shot here.
Jackson, 9 catches now on the season. 1st and 10 from the Wellington 46. Down to 20 seconds to go. 2 timeouts remaining. Cy Christensen back to throw. Being pressured. Throws. That's a lateral. It's behind the field or behind the line of scrimmage pass. It is picked up. And now running with the football, getting to the 45-yard line of Wellington, down to the 42-yard line. And a strange play is Tyler Chapman. Well, I know Christensen just wanted to get rid of it, but he threw a lateral behind him that Chapman had to run down with 7 seconds to go. We've got a couple of Dukes that are hurt and a timeout on the field.
Yeah, and that's kind of the flip side of keeping it aggressive, right? You put yourself in harm's way, and, almost disastrous if you're Clearview. They were able to pick it up and make something out of nothing there.
Yeah, there's a blindside block. Should be a penalty. They missed it.
So one of the Dukes is down at midfield.
Hey, getting a bunch of spots ready and updates.
And again, one of the Dukes hurt here by midfield, and again with the camouflage uniforms and everybody standing around, we can't see who that is, but there are 7 seconds to go in the first half. The Clearview Clippers out in front by a score of 20-13. Again, we've got the Lorain County Community College LCCC halftime show is coming up. During that, Terry Howell is going to play us back the first half highlights with the touchdowns from this first half as Clearview leads it by a score of 20-13. They led 14-7 after 1, and now they lead 20-13. We'll have those first half highlights for you. We'll also have a scoring recap from Mike Rush with the out-of-town scoreboard and the stat story from Mike as well. And we'll give you our insight and thoughts on this first half of action as well. So, again, they are out here attending to one of the Wellington Dukes with about 7 seconds to go in the half, but it's the second consecutive play that the Dukes have had a injury, and hopefully these guys will be able to come back in the second half because this is not a deep Wellington team. They got a lot of guys that go both ways. They cannot afford a lot of injuries. There's not a lot of extra players for Wellington.
Yeah, absolutely. You lose one guy. In most cases, like you said, you're down 2 starters on both sides of the ball. So,
and let's see. It looks like that is going to be Ashton Rossler, another two-way lineman on the defensive line and the offensive line. Rossler, a defensive tackle, and he's the right tackle on the offensive line. So hopefully he'll be all right for the second half. But now Clearview gets it at the Wellington 43-yard line. 7 seconds to go in the first half. This could be the final play of the half.
Yeah, and Wellington, you got to be kind of heads up here after that long delay.
Christensen now out of the shotgun, takes the snap, rolling to his left. He's trying to square up the throw. He fires it as long as he can downfield, and it is going to be incomplete. And there is going to be the final play of the first half as time winds down. But are we going to get a penalty flag? We have holding against Clearview, so that'll be negated, and that will be the final play of the first half. So, again, our score at halftime, it is Clearview 20 and Wellington 13, although what are we doing now? We had a holding call against Clearview, and the teams haven't run off the field yet, I would think. That would be it. All they got to do is decline the penalty. Yep, it is declined, and that will be the final play of the first half. So, again, our score at halftime, it is Clearview 20 and the Wellington Dukes 13. We'll take a break. We'll be back with the LCCC halftime show. That's coming up. You're listening to the WEOL Gridiron Clash. Tonight's game streaming live at WEOL.com.
In the year 1901, New York became the first state to require automobile license plates. The first Nobel Peace Prize ceremony was held in Sweden, and Ohio Mutual Insurance Group was founded. At the Cobos Insurance Agency, we're proud to represent Ohio Mutual, a company with more than a century of experience. We can help you select the best coverage to help protect your auto, home, farm, or business. Call us at 324-3732. We'd love to evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies, like Ohio Mutual. Since 1901, keeping the promises that secure dreams.
Finding your next vehicle is made easy at Nick Abraham Buick GMC. Right now, get up to $7,200 off any in-stock 2024 Buick Enclave, or lease a new 2024 Buick Encore GX for as low as $239 a month with $29.95 down. Stop in today and see one of our sales associates to help you find out more about how you can save. Hurry to Nick Abraham Buick GMC, Route 57 at East Broad Street, Elyria.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Cavs radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need to be removed, contact EcoTree, a local business that deserves your business. They've earned mine. Go to ecotreeservices.com.
It's the Lorain County Community College halftime show on WLN.
And the halftime show is brought to you by Lorain County Community College. LCCC is real education. Rob Polinsky, Mike Rush, live from Wellington as the Clearview Band performs here in front of the Wellington crowd as the Clearview Clippers at 4-0 have a 20-13 halftime lead over the 2-3 Wellington Dukes. Terry Howell back at studio control doing a great job getting us all 5 of our scores, and it didn't take long for Terry to get the first score because on the opening kick, Clearview tried to keep it away from Johnny Kinner, but Johnny Kinner and the Dukes had other ideas. Right foot into it, and we are into it. It's a short kick, a squib kick that is trying to stay away from Kinner. He does run it down at the 20, gets ahead to the 30-yard line, still on his feet, a lot of room to go. There goes Johnny Kinner across midfield. He's at the 30, the 20, and he is going to go for a touchdown. Johnny Kinner on an 80-yard return. And what a start for the Dukes, 13 seconds in. They lead at 6-0, Mike Rush.
Yeah, right on cue, Johnny Kinner. You know, whenever he touches the ball, good things happen for Wellington. It was a short kick, a bouncing kick. He's able to come up from his deep spot, pick it up. He is electric in open field. It doesn't matter if it's from scrimmage or in special teams. And just the start that this Wellington team needed, bouncing back from 2 tough losses.
And the extra point was good, and just like that, 13 seconds into the contest, Wellington led it 7-0. Well, then they had to kick to the Clearview Clippers, and on the opening drive for the Clippers, they went downfield, and with 8:49 to go in the first quarter, they got their first of 3 consecutive touchdowns. And the handoff to Antilli over the left side, and he's going to dive forward. Did he get across? And it looks like he's going to, yes, he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Late signal, and we do get it. And the Clearview Clippers are a point away at 7-6. So Antilli right there got his 5th touchdown of the year, his 4th rushing touchdown to go along with a receiving touchdown. And then a 2-point conversion as Christensen threw it to Jackson, and that gave Clearview their first lead of the night at 8-7. Cy Christensen to Devin Jackson for the 2-point conversion made it 8-7. After a 3-and-out for the Wellington Dukes, Clearview got the ball back. And with 4:23 to go in the first quarter, the Clippers would add to their lead. Backs are split. Now comes in motion, and they're going to fire over the middle. It's caught at the 30-yard line. Shaking a tackle down to the 20, to the 15-yard line, all the way down to the 10, still on his feet. He'll get into the end zone. Oh, what an effort and a touchdown by J.G. Hill. His 5th touchdown of the year, and Clearview leads 14-7 on the 36-yard touchdown with 4:23 to go in the first quarter. And for Cy Christensen, that was his 8th touchdown pass of the year. The 2-point conversion was no good, and that is how the first quarter would end, with Clearview on front by a score of 14-7. It would stay that way until the 6:47 mark of the second quarter. Cy Christensen again through the air, his 2nd touchdown pass of the night, his 9th of the season. And Christensen fakes the handoff, wants to throw it out here in the flat. Caught by Williams at the 5, and he'll get into the end zone for a touchdown. Christensen for the 7-yard touchdown to Williams, his 2nd touchdown pass of the night, and the Clippers have scored 20 in a row. Again, the 2-point conversion was no good, and Clearview's lead would stay at 20-7. Wellington then got the ball back, and the Dukes punted, and it looked like Clearview was going to get great field position already out in front 20-7 late in the first half, but the punt was sky high and short. It bounced off Tristan Antilli, and it was covered by the Wellington Dukes. So the Dukes got new life. They drove downfield. They had a 4th and 12 from the Clearview 14-yard line with 36 seconds to go in the first half, and here's what happened. And he'll take it. He'll roll to his right, being pressured, in trouble. He's going to step up and run. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown! Landon Wright with a 12-yard or 14-yard touchdown on 4th and 12. He gets the 14 yards and the touchdown, and the Dukes cut it to 20-13.
Yeah, what a play by Landon Wright. Trips right. Everybody kind of rolls that way.
And for Landon Wright, that's his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year, and a big play because that gets Wellington back to within 1 score at 20-13. The PAT was no good. And that would be the end of the scoring, although Clearview had a late drive and they ran out of time and unable to add to the points there. But the Clearview Clippers have a 20-13 lead over the Wellington Dukes. So when we come back, Mike Rush will take a look at the stat story of the first half. That's coming up next. Your score at halftime, it is Clearview 20, Wellington 13. We're back with more of the LCCC halftime show after this timeout. You're listening to the WEOL Gridiron Clash. We stream live at WEOL.com.
Lorain County Community College's graduates are the first choice of local employers. From healthcare to manufacturing to technology, companies turn to LCCC to find the talent they need. Graduates land jobs they love, our economy grows, our region thrives. You can turn to LCCC. We will prepare you for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College, always here, always ready. Enroll today.
Ohio Mutual Insurance Group has been a leader in the farm insurance industry since 1901. With more than 100 years of experience, Ohio Mutual's farm products have evolved to meet the needs of 21st century farm owners. At Cobos Insurance Agency, we can help you protect what matters most. Whether you own a small farm with 5 acres or a large operation with thousands of acres, we can provide the coverage you need. Give us a call at 324-3732. We would welcome the opportunity to meet your farm insurance needs. Ohio Mutual. Modern insurance for modern farmers.
We're tackling the competition this month with new deals at Nick Abraham Elyria Ford. Right now, Get $5,000 off every in-stock 2024 Ford F-150, with Jeep owners receiving an additional $1,000 rebate. Plus, get $3,000 off every 2024 Bronco in stock, with Jeep owners getting a $2,000 rebate. Get yourself in the game this season at Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, Route 57 at East Broad Street.
It's the Lorain County Community College Halftime Show on WEOL.
Yeah, back here at halftime with Clearview up 20-13. Kind of taking a look at some of the first half numbers. It's statistically kind of dominated by Clearview, as you might expect. Of course, you had the big kick return by Johnny Kinner, obviously not accounted for in the stats, but Clearview's ran the ball 22 times for 142 yards for over 6 yards a carry. And again, it's been a variety of backs. Antilli, 9 carries for 32 yards. Cameron Williams, 3 for 16. Cy Christensen, we've seen him take off and scramble, 3 carries for 35 yards. So just a number of backs that Clearview can hit you with, and it all adds up to 142 yards on the ground for them. Through the air, 7 out of 12 for 96 yards. Taking a look at Wellington, they've been committed to the run. They're staying with it, even if it's not always there. They're trying to pop a big one. 14 carries for 45 yards for just 3 yards a carry. Through the air, they're 5 for 13 for 49 yards. Landon Wright, as we said, 5 for 13. Connor Stevens, 8 carries for 14 yards. Barron Turner, we saw him in that second quarter. He's got 4 carries for 11 yards. We did see Johnny Kinner get the ball on the ground on a jet sweep, 1 carry for 6 yards. And, just got to try to mix it up if you're Wellington, get the ball to Johnny Kinner. And but statistically dominated by Clearview. We've seen some special teams gaffes from Clearview, which has helped Wellington kind of stay in this game. And we'll see what kind of happens in the second half. Taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, as we said, Rob's been saying quite a few of them in the first half. Avon Lake 14-0 over Amherst in that big game, big home game for Amherst, big game for both teams. Keystone 7-0 over Black River. It was Avon 14-7 against Olmsted Falls. Again, all these games at halftime or third quarter. Berea Mid-Park and Midview tied at 7. North Ridgeville all over Elyria 49-0. It was Firelands 14-0 at halftime over Brookside. Columbia 14-0 over Oberlin. It's Elyria Catholic 14-0 over St. Vincent St. Mary, seeking their first win. Vermilion 6-0 over Norwalk. Medina County score that we have, Medina 24-6 over Euclid. Another non-Lorain County score, Bay 14-0 over Westlake. Just a few of the scores, and we'll keep you updated as we go throughout the night as we get ready for this second half, and we'll track those scores all night.
So, Mike, you did your stats and the scores.
Yep.
Got to teach you how to milk it a little bit.
Yeah. Talk a little fast, but.
All right. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get you a little bit of the Wellington Dukes halftime performance here coming up at halftime. Again, our score, Clearview 20, Wellington 13. You're listening to the Lorain County Community College halftime show. It's all part of the WEOL Gridiron Clash, streaming live at WEOL.com.
Call Domino's Pizza in Wellington, 440-647-2020, and get 2 or more medium 3-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each. Or get a large 2-topping pizza plus loaded tots for only $16.99. Both of these specials are for carryout and delivery. So grab your phone and call 440-647-2020 now. Delivery charge extra. Call Domino's Pizza on Route 58 in Wellington next to Mickey Mart. We're open after the game. Let's go Dukes.
Lorain County Community College grads are ready for the future.
I turn to LCCC.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Kev's radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need to be removed, Contact EcoTree, a local business that deserves your business. They've earned mine. Go to ecotreeservices.com.
Call Domino's Pizza in Wellington, 440-647-2020, and get 2 or more medium 3-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each. Or get a large 2-topping pizza plus loaded tots for only $16.99. Both of these specials are for carryout and delivery. So grab your phone and call 440-647-2020 now. Delivery charge extra. Call Domino's Pizza on Route 58 in Wellington next to Mickey Mart. We're open after the game. Let's go Dukes.
We're tackling the competition this month with new deals at Nick Abraham Elyria Ford. Right now, get $5,000 off every in-stock 2024 Ford F-150, with Jeep owners receiving an additional $1,000 rebate. Plus, get $3,000 off every 2024 Bronco in stock, with Jeep owners getting a $2,000 rebate. Get yourself in the game this season at Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, Route 57 at East Broad Street.
It's the Lorain County Community College Halftime Show on WEOL.
Again, Clearview in front of Wellington, 20-13. Let's go down and get the sounds from the Wellington band.
for the Wellington Dukes Marching Band. We'd like to wish Clearview an excellent rest of your season, and always, go Dukes!
and that is the Wellington Band that performed here. Kind of interesting, as the Clearview Band did perform on the field, but with all this rain, the Wellington Band decided to stay right on the all-weather track and play here right in front of the home crowd. And that kind of made it conducive for us to be able to pick them up. The band sounded good. It's all part of high school football.
Yeah, all part of the atmosphere, like you said. And, you know, this Lorain County League, I've had a chance to do a few games now this year, and such a great league, as we know, and such close-knit communities and kids that know each other that compete in multiple sports. And the band, the atmosphere, it's really one of the better small school leagues in all of Ohio.
One of my favorite parts of being at WEOL in my 27 years here in Lorain County is the diversity of the county, of the size schools that we get to do. We get about half of our teams are in the SWC, approximately half are in the Lorain County League. We have a handful of schools that are not in either league, Elyria, Lorain, EC, Vermilion, but predominantly this county is ruled by two conferences. The LC8 for the small schools, the SWC for the bigger schools, and it is fun to watch. You know, when we see these smaller schools, you get a lot of guys going both ways. That's what happens in Division 5 and 6 football. When you have smaller schools, you get the big boys like the Avons of the world, and that's going to be more guys going one way, your D2, and just bigger kids. But it's all part of Friday night and what makes Friday night special.
Yeah, and in this league especially, you have these stadiums that get packed, and despite the weather tonight, it's a nice crowd here. And every Friday night it's a battle, and you see that tonight with the Clearview team in first place, and they're in a 7-point ball game with the Wellington team that lost 2 in a row, but 2 very close losses, and exciting for this second half.
No doubt. We're going to take this final time out. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half as you are continuing to listen to the Lorain County Community College halftime show, our halftime score. It is the Clearview Clippers 20, the Wellington Dukes 13. Clearview will get the opening kick. Second half is coming up next. We're streaming live at WEOL.com, Stream 2.
We all know for a team to win, it takes dedication, consistency, and teamwork. That's exactly what we do here at Cobos Insurance Center. We put in the work every day so that you can have the best experience possible and coverage that fits you and your needs. By partnering with companies like Ohio Mutual Insurance Group, who are committed to helping you protect your auto, home, farm, or business, we have no doubt that we can be the most valuable player on your team. Give us a call at 440-324-3732 or visit us online at cobosins.com so we can help you with all your insurance needs today.
Finding your next vehicle is made easy at Nick Abraham Buick GMC. Right now, get up to $7,200 off any in-stock 2024 Buick Enclave, or lease a new 2024 Buick Encore GX for as low as $239 a month with $29.95 down. Stop in today and see one of our sales associates to help you find out more about how you can save. Hurry to Nick Abraham Buick GMC, Route 57 at East Broad Street, Elyria.
It's the Cobos and the WEOL Gridiron Clash. On air, online, and on the mobile app.
And thank you very much, Bruce Van Dyke, as again we have wrapped up the halftime show brought to you by Lorain County Community College. Your year, your classes, your future. Lorain County Community College. Both teams getting set to start the second half. Rob Polinsky, Mike Rush from Wellington back at studio control. We have Terry Howell, who was keeping us on the air, getting us all the updates. And again, the game on the radio tonight is Avon Lake in front of Amherst, 14-0. Avon Lake 3-2 overall. Amherst 5-0 overall. Both teams at 2-0 in the SWC. So the Avon Lake Shoremen has been interesting. They lost two really good non-conference teams in Chardon and Benedictine, and then they've had 2 come-from-behind wins in league play against Berea Mid-Park and Midview. Tonight, for the first time in who knows how long, they haven't had to come from behind. So far, they lead at 14-0.
Yeah, and dealing with some injuries there, but so well coached, obviously by Coach Kostelnik, and such a big game for Amherst. Rob, you've been here, that's the biggest home game at Amherst in, how long? Put you on the spot, but it's been a while, a big home game for them, and, we'll see if they can rally and come from behind. And, Coach Thome over there doing a great job, and obviously Coach Kostelnik very well established with the program he's got at Avon Lake.
All right, we've got an update from downtown Cleveland. Not good, but right now it doesn't really much matter. But we want to remind you that the Cleveland Guardians are trailing the Houston Astros by a score of 3-0 in the top of the fifth inning as they continue to play. It's the final 3 games of the regular season. Tomorrow night they'll play at 6:10. We won't have that one for you because of our Ohio State coverage as the Buckeyes take on Michigan State. But then Sunday afternoon we'll have the regular season finale as the Guardians take on the Houston Astros. It'll be a 3:10 first pitch. Is on the final night of the regular season. Everybody across Major League Baseball plays at 3:10 Eastern Time, and then the playoffs will be set, and we'll know that the Guardians will play Game 1 a week from tomorrow on Saturday, and we'll have that for you on WEOL. And I want to remind you, Guardians fans, that tomorrow morning on the Nick Abraham Saturday Morning Sports Wrap-Up Show at 9:10, Jared Kozar and I will have a conversation with Jim Rosenhaus of the Cleveland Guardians. That will be at 9:10 a.m. tomorrow. We'll lead the show off with Rosie. Plenty of questions to ask him. What's the playoff roster going to look like? What's the starting rotation going to look like? Who would the Guardians want to play? If you want to get the answers to those questions, tune in tomorrow morning at 9:10 a.m.
Yeah, I love the wrap-up show. You guys do such a great job. Part of my Saturday routine with the Blitz from the Chronicle, and listen to the show, and I'll be tuning in tomorrow.
And they have a squib kick here on EcoTree Services kick. It is controlled at the 34-yard line by Clearview, and that kickoff brought to you by EcoTree Services. Complete tree care. More than removing problem trees. Learn more at ecotreeservices.com.
Yeah, and Rob, if you're Wellington, you're in the ball game despite some of your struggles, and you probably feel pretty good where you're at.
You're one play away when you're one score away, Mike.
Yeah, one play away, and you're feeling good. And if you're Clearview, you're kind of just sitting there saying, guys, we got to clean it up. We're in a one-score game. We've moved the ball up and down the field, but some special teams issues have hurt them, and we'll see. I think this first drive is real key here to see what happens, what direction this game takes.
1st and 10, Clearview from their own 34-yard line. Again, Cy Christensen is the quarterback, and he came into the ball game at 50 out of 70 on the year. Coming in motion is J.G. Hill, and the turn and a handoff to Tristan Intilli. Intilli falls forward for 3. Trey Moore, one of a couple of Dukes there defensively.
Yeah, we'll see if Clearview can establish this run game. Again, they established it very well in the first half, and see if they can kind of get back, on schedule, kind of punishing Wellington in between the tackles with all the backs that they have that we've discussed.
Gain of 4, 2nd and 6. Up front for the Clippers, Tristan Louder is the center. Zach Young, Manny Moore, Brody Wacker, Anthony Lockman are also the offensive linemen. We have a penalty flag, and we're going to get a run to Intilli to midfield, but Mike Rush saw the penalty flag there, and this will be a holding call on Clearview. They'll bring it back.
Yeah, pretty easy one to see for the official. They kind of tried to hit him with that stretch play, that perimeter run, and just grabbing on there. Very easy to see for the official.
Skill kids for the Clippers. Cy Christensen is the quarterback. They've run a trifecta of running backs, and Josiah Longo, Tristan Intilli, Cameron Williams, Isaiah Garcia, Tyler Chapman, J.G. Hill are some of the receivers that we have seen here tonight, along also with Devin Jackson. So that will bring it all the way back to the 32-yard line. It's 2nd and 13. 3 receivers near side. Christensen rolling to his right, wants to throw, has a man, it's overthrown and incomplete. It'll be 3rd down as he tried to get it to Tyler Chapman. 3rd and long. And a nice job there. I think that was Grant Keel, the strong safety that came over, didn't hit Chapman because he saw the ball was overthrown, and now Chapman trying to get off the field cannot, as it looks like he's got a leg cramp or a problem with his left knee. So it'll be 3rd down as they stop the clock, as the officials take a timeout, as the training staff comes out for Clearview. I want to remind you, while we've got a minute, Nick Abraham Auto Mall postgame show is coming up when we're done. The Nick Abraham Auto Mall postgame show, getting your next vehicle. It's a snap. visit the Nick Abraham Auto Mall, Route 57 and East Broad Street in Elyria. That will follow the conclusion of this one. Rob Polinsky, Mike Rush, live from Wellington, back at studio control, Terry Howell, as we are in week 6 of the regular season. This LC8 game, you've got the 4-0 Clearview Clippers taking on the 2-3 Wellington Dukes. Maybe more importantly, Wellington 0-2 in league play, Clearview at 1-0. Both teams will be in action next week. Wellington will travel to Columbia to take on the Raiders, and the Clearview Clippers will have a home game against the Firelands Falcons. And it looks like the young man, Tyler Chapman's going to be all right. The way they were stretching out his leg and working on it, looked like maybe that might have been a situation where he just had some leg cramps there.
Yeah, I've seen a number of guys go down, and kind of this game's lacked a little rhythm, little flow here in the middle part of it, and we'll see third and long for Clearview. Big play early on in this half for Wellington, see if they can get off the field in this one-score game.
Penalties and injuries have bogged this one down. 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. Clearview out in front, 20-13. Christensen back to throw. Steps back, has time, fires a screen over the middle. Caught by Antilli over the far side, but he won't get much. He doesn't get the first down. Brought down at the 38-yard line. Good job by the Dukes over there on the far side as they get the stop.
Yeah, tried to set up that side screen to Antilli, and ball kind of hangs up in the air, allows this Wellington defense to pursue. And
looked like Trey Moore and Bryce Lemcool might have been two of the defenders out there. And again, Cy Christensen had a punt earlier, pinned him down at the 1-yard line. I guess that's what they would be doing here again. Wellington does not drop anybody back deep. Let's see if Christensen is going to punt or not. He is. And nobody back deep, so this punt will bounce at the 30 and trickles out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Not as good as his first kick, but still very effective with nobody back there. That's going to be about a 38-yard punt for Christensen with no return. Well, Wellington down one score, has the ball. That was a huge drive for Wellington to stop Clearview and give themselves an opportunity here, down one score.
Yeah, and we'll see if Wellington can once again establish this running game. About 3 yards per carry in that first half. They're staying committed to it. See if they can open up their play-action pass game. And you've always got the big play threat of Kinter to go up and get a jump ball, and we'll see how they use him going forward.
First and 10, Dukes from their own 27-yard line. Lemcool comes out onto the field late. He's going to bring into play to quarterback Landon Wright. Landon Wright is the 6'1", 160-pound senior running back. Wright under center, I formation for the first time tonight. Back to throw. Has a man, it's caught at the 40 to the 45 to midfield, all the way down to the Clipper 40-yard line on the reception. Connor Shepard, his first catch of the night, his 5th of the season, and the Dukes just like that have it at the Clearview 41-yard line.
Yeah, little pop pass, Rob, right past that outside linebacker. He turns his head, it's right there on him, and he's able to rumble for some additional yards. Just what Wellington needed here on first down. They kind of break a tendency and throw it on first down, and they're in business on Clearview's side of the field.
Well, it's 1st and 10 at the Clipper 41-yard line. Again, I formation, 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Wellington down a touchdown with the football, 1st and 10. Landon Wright turns, he'll hand it off and over the left side for a gain of 2 down to the 39-yard line. As they unpile, I can tell you that is Barron Turner Jr. on the carry. Came into the ball game, 41 carries, 211 yards for a 5-yard average for the 175-pound senior. He's got a couple touchdowns on the year and a 73-yard run as well.
Yeah, we've talked about it. You know, it's not just Kinner with this Wellington offense that has that big playability. It's Turner, we haven't seen a ton of tonight, but we'll continue to see him. And now this Clearview defense needs to kind of stand up. They're on their heels a little bit and try to get a stop and be opportunistic, like we've said.
We'll be under 9 minutes to go in the third quarter when they snap this. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Dukes at the Clearview 39, but first a Wellington timeout. So the Dukes have to take their first of 3 timeouts here with 8:57 to go in the third quarter. We'll step aside as well. Clearview 20, Wellington 13. You're listening to the WEOL Gridiron Clash. Tonight's game streaming live at WEOL.com.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, radio voice of the Cavs. For several years, you've heard me talk about EcoTree Services on WEOL. Recently, I needed trees removed, so of course, I contacted EcoTree. They did an incredible job. The folks at EcoTree were timely, efficient, and the work was flawless. Take it from me. When your trees need attention or even require removal, contact EcoTree Services. Like me, you'll love their work. Find EcoTree Services online at ecotreeservices.com.
The WEOL Gridiron Clash, on air, online, and on the mobile app.
Now the Dukes take a timeout. They've got 2 remaining at 2nd and 8 from the Clearview 39-yard line. Clippers out in front, 20-13, 2-back split on either side of Landon Wright, who's out of the shotgun. Back to throw, 4-man rush. He's being pressured. Comes up with it. He's going to try to run, and he gets shoved out of bounds. Little to no gain as the Clipper defender there that got him out of bounds was outside linebacker Devin Jackson. Jackson, 5'8", 150-pound sophomore. He does have 1 fumble recovery this year.
Yeah, good coverage down the field by Clearview. Looks like they were looking for Kinner again on a little post. It's not open. You're flushed out, and you're able to get, maybe 1 here to set up this 3rd and long.
So 3rd and 8 from the Clearview 39. Kinner lines up to the far side of the field. Trey Moore lines up as a wingback. Landon Wright under center. Wright turns, rolls to his left, wants to throw, firing downfield in the coverage, and it's going to be tipped and intercepted at the 20-yard line, out to the 30-yard line, to the 33-yard line. The Clearview Clippers with the interception as they get a good return to the 33, and it is going to be Corey Armelin, 5'10", 150-pound junior. He was the corner who got the deflected ball, and he gets the Clippers their 2nd turnover of the night.
Yeah, Wellington trying to hit a little play-action boot, and they had it open initially. Ball comes out a little late, and it's errant, and it gets tipped up in the air. And again, we talked about it. This opportunistic Clearview defense. They forced 10 turnovers. We can add 1 there, and kind of thwarting that Wellington drive. And Wellington not able to sustain a drive, which has been a kind of a common thread for them this year.
8:42 to go in the 3rd quarter. Clearview will take over 1st and 10 from their own 32, leading 20-13. Christensen in the offense back at it, out of the shotgun as he's been all night. J.G. Hill gets the handoff on the jet sweep to the far side, turns it up to the 35, gets to the 40, gets a first down to the 45. He's across midfield. Nice run, J.G. Hill.
Yeah,
wide receiver on the jet sweep. Sorry, Mike.
No problem. Just keeps his legs moving, taking hits, giving out hits. He's able to kind of rumble for 19 yards down that sideline. And again, perimeter run inside, they can hit you from all angles.
J.G. Hill came in 15 catches for 237 yards, but he also has 6 rushes for 50. So he can run the ball as well. We've seen that a couple times tonight. And they're going to fake it to him this time, give it to Antilli, and Hill gets 6 to the 44. So they brought Hill coming the other way. They faked him that jet sweep, got it to Antilli. He gets a 6-yard run, 2nd and 4. For the Dukes now coming into the contest, Justin Cottrell, 6'2", 160 and a junior.
Yeah, and again, go back to Coach Howells, before the game. What worried you? Everything. There's so much to account for when you game plan for them, and they're hanging in there. They try to get a stop here, maybe try to get a turnover.
2nd and 4 from the 44. Out of the shotgun, they're going to turn, hand off, breaking a tackle, getting a first down run to the 40, down to the 35-30, and until he will get to the 25-yard line. That's a good run for that's Josiah Longo. Josiah Longo with that good run to the 25-yard line. So for the Dukes earlier in the game, hurt was Austin Sutherland, but it's good to see him back out there. Also back out there is Ashton Rossler. The 2 young men that were hurt are back out there for the Dukes. Hand off J.G. Hill over the far side. J.G. will get inside the 20-yard line down to about the 16.
Yeah, we see Clearview's pace increase. Once they kind of get it rolling on the ground, they like to keep that pace going, try to keep Wellington off balance, and they're hitting them with the run game. And kind of interesting on that jet sweep how they kind of pop it forward, right? You don't want to have a fumble there, so you're able to kind of pop it forward. If it does drop, it goes as an incomplete pass.
1st and 10 from the 15. Clearview up 20-13, trying to add to that. They'll turn a handoff Longo, and he is wrapped up as he got a couple of yards. Cade Spangenberg, big nose man, 5'9", 230, a 10th grader, 16 tackles, couple of sacks on the campaign. Spangenberg was there to make the play.
Yeah, kind of going back to your point, Rob, in that first half. Kind of this game, you don't want to get 2 scores down, and Clearview driving. Wellington needs to try to get a stop.
2nd and 8 from the 13, under 7 minutes to go into 3rd. They're going to pitch it here again, coming over here on the jet sweep inside the 10-yard line and run out of bounds here. And believe that is going to be Hill, as he was almost tackled on the track. I wonder if he's all right. And we do have a penalty flag here. And the Clearview trainer is going to have to come over here to the far side as one of the Clippers is hurt. And I didn't see the penalty flag. Did you see what the penalty was?
I believe it was holding.
All right, against Clearview?
Yeah,
right.
kind of shooting themselves in the foot with these penalties. And
I thought they might get a late hit over here on the out of bounds, because he was clearly out of bounds quite a way. Although I'll say this, there's not a lot of room over there before you get to the track, and with his momentum taking him, that might have had a big part of that too. But I'm not sure if that's why he was shaken up over there. But young man is getting up, so that's a good sign. As let's see who that is. That is going to be Devin Jackson, who was the ball carrier. Jackson was that ball carrier, 5'8", 150, and a sophomore, as he comes running off the field. And Devin Jackson, he did not have a rushing attempt this year, Mike. He had 8 catches for 54 yards, but he did not have a rushing attempt this year.
Yeah, a lot of guys, like we've said, and you're Clearview, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot a little bit. They've been able to overcome it for the most part, but, some mistakes in this game keeping Wellington in striking distance.
Oh, they haven't updated the scoreboard yet, but it's going to be 2nd and long as they have it all the way back at the 23-yard line. And Tilly comes in motion, and Christensen wants to throw. Going downfield, has a man, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown. Clippers get the touchdown, and it's going to be Troy Jones. Christensen with his 3rd touchdown pass of the night, a 23-yarder to Troy Jones. And for Christensen, 3 on the night, and give them 10 on the year, and they lead 26-13 with 6:39 to go in the 3rd.
Yeah, great play design by Clearview. They kind of faked the quick screen. They kind of pumped it. Jones, it kind of breaks down like he's blocking, goes towards the pylon. A great pass by Christensen, good execution, and it's 6 for the Clippers.
And now they will go for 2 once again, as Tilly is on the right side of Christensen. And J.G. Hill coming in motion and rolling to his right is Christensen. He's going to throw back the other way. Has a man, and it's going to be caught. 2-point conversion is good. And they give it now to a 28-13 lead with that 2-point conversion. And on the 2-point conversion, they got it to Josiah Longo. So a 2-pointer to Longo. And it is 28-13. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with the EcoTree Services kickoff. 6:39 to go in the 3rd. Clearview leads 28-13 on the WEOL Gridiron Clash. Streaming live at WEOL.com.
Lorain County Community College's graduates are the first choice of local employers. From healthcare to manufacturing to technology, companies turn to LCCC to find the talent they need. Graduates land jobs they love, our economy grows, our region thrives. You can turn to LCCC. We will prepare you for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College, always here, always ready. Enroll today.
WEOL Gridiron Clash on air, online, and on the mobile app.
EcoTree Services kickoff brought to you by EcoTree Services. Complete tree care is more than removing problem trees. Learn more at ecotreeservices.com. Line drive kick, that's short, taken at the 27-yard line to the 30. Lemcool out to the 40 to the 45-yard line, and they'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And that's where Wellington takes it right there.
Yeah, good spark for Wellington to kind of answer short field here. Good field position. See if they can go down, score, get this back to a 1-score game.
Let me correct myself. That with the return was not 18, it was 19. That's Grant Keel, 6 foot 150 and a senior. 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line. So the Dukes down 2 scores, have great field position at their own 49, and they need a drive right now. So Landon Wright will bring the Wellington Dukes to the line of scrimmage as they try to answer. Wright rolling to his left. He's being pressured, and he'll be sacked. Josiah Augusto plowing through his 4th sack of the year. 5'8", 185, junior defensive lineman, shot through, and Wright never had a chance.
Yeah, these play-action passes from Wellington, at times have produced open guys, but it's also slow developing, Rob, and you got to protect, and a lot has to happen. And it's tough. It sets them back against chains, 2nd and 20 here.
So Mike just described it for you, 2nd and 20 for the Dukes from their own 39 as they find themselves down 15 points, 28-13, as Clearview has the only points of the third quarter. It just came on the last drive, a 23-yard pass from Christensen to Jones, and then the 2-point conversion, Christensen to Longo. And Wright, again, is going to step up and run it up the gut. He's at the 40, he's at the 45, takes a move and gets to the 48-yard line, and bringing him down is going to be Corey Armelin, the junior cornerback. Armelin had maybe the biggest play of the game on the last drive. He had an interception, and that thwarted the Wellington drive. And it was a potential drive to tie the game as he intercepted that ball at about his own 20. And then he, with that interception, he ran it out to the 33, and Clearview had a 67-yard drive to give themselves a 2-touchdown lead.
Yeah, and this is kind of danger zone for Wellington, like we talked about.
I agree.
Down the 2 scores, 3rd and long. You need a play here.
I think when we look back at this, Armelin might have the play of the game there. 3 receivers far side, and back to throw. They're going to throw a swing pass here to the short side, and it will be getting across midfield down to the 47-yard line of Clearview. Connor Stevens, the tailback, and it's going to be 4th and 6. I would think Wellington would go. Maybe not.
Yeah, you would have thought maybe with the call that you made on 3rd down, you made the decision that you would go, kind of a little swing pass out of the backfield, but they elect to punt here. And
well, Wellington's got a good defense, and they really do, even though they've given up 28 tonight. And I think that tells you a little bit about what Coach thinks about his defense. It'll be Lemkool punting again now for the 5th time. 4th and 6 from the 47. It's a fake. They do the fake. It's to the up man, and they're going to get the first down. Trey Moore down to the 20-yard line, still on his feet all the way to the 18. And we've got a Clipper that's hurt on the far side of the field. Wellington lines up to punt, and they run the fake, and they hike it to Trey Moore, the fullback. He ran right up the gut and got a first down, and we've got a Clipper that is hurt over there on the far side, nowhere near the play. So Wellington will keep possession as they're going to have it inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line, and for the 2nd time on a punt, Wellington keeps possession. That was a fake punt. They get the first down. In the first half, they punted the ball. Clearview fumbled it, and that led to the 2nd touchdown of the night for Wellington right before the end of the half. So the Wellington special teams, their punt game has been big here tonight.
Yeah, great call, great execution by those kids. You put those fake punts in early on in the week, and you just never know when you pull them out. And there was kind of the right time right around midfield, and great execution. And they've set themselves up here. Another special teams big play, like you said.
4:06 to go in the third quarter. Clippers on top 28-13 as, again, we have another Clearview player who was hurt, shaken up, and the way they are working on him and looking at that leg, one would anticipate that's cramps, but, who knows. But anyway, as we await here, and I think, well, let's wait and see as he gets up. Can't see the number for sure right now.
Ours doesn't look better than that. That's somebody doing the EC game. Ours looks way better than that, dude. Yeah. Or just as good.
They're playing each other?
Huh?
So Duran is playing Ferris.
Oh, he's that same area.
Yeah, that's where Duran Grant went.
No.
He's the head coach there.
Is that where he went?
Yeah.
So we await as they have a young man for Clearview who is shaken up. Again, we want to remind you tomorrow from 9 to 11 on AM 930, FM 100.3. It's the Nick Abraham Saturday Morning Sports Wrap-Up Show from 9 to 11. Jared and I will give you all the scores from tonight. We'll have the interviews with the winning coaches. And again, at 9:10 a.m., we'll talk with Guardians play-by-play man Jim Rosenhaus. And we'll get you the information on the Guardians and thoughts on the playoffs, all that. That'll be tomorrow from 9 until 11. Tomorrow afternoon on AM 930. And tomorrow evening, it's Ohio State football. 5:30 pregame, 7:30 kickoff. The Buckeyes in East Lansing to take on Michigan State. Big Ten opener, first Ohio State road game as they take on the Spartans. They'll kick it off at 7:30. We'll have it for you on AM 930 and FM 100.3. Then our sports weekend will conclude with Guardians baseball as they conclude the regular season this Sunday, hosting the Houston Astros. Right now, the Tribe, or I should say the Guardians, trailing by a score of 5-0.
And, Rob, busy weekend for you. Personally, when do you sleep, Rob? Not enough.
During the day at work.
Yeah, well, under the desk, right?
Truth be told, I sleep at work. But, tomorrow we've got, as you know, Mike, I know you're heavily involved with it. It'll be a homecoming for the Flashes as they take on Eastern Michigan. And KSU looking for their first win of the year as they'll take on the Eagles of Eastern Michigan. That'll be a 3:30 kick from Dick Stadium. We see a lot of fans down there at Dick Stadium. Homecoming 2024.
Yeah, it'll be great to get back into conference play for Kent State after certainly a rugged non-conference, and Eastern Michigan is a very well-established program, so a good test for the Flashes tomorrow on homecoming, busting out black jerseys. So you and Tom will have some fun with that, I'm sure.
Yeah, Isaiah Garcia is the young man who's walking off the field. Boy, he was down there for a long time, and again, he's now back walking up. But as we again, I think they have cramping issues out here. We've got some updates. And it is now Avon Lake all over Amherst, 28-0 in the fourth quarter. Avon Lake going to get a win tonight against Amherst. So from the 17-yard line out of the I formation, they're going to give it to Trey Moore. Moore inside the 15 down to about the 10-yard line to the 9. It'll be a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. So Trey Moore, who kept this drive alive with the fake punt run, gets 8 to the 9-yard line, 2nd and 2. Every time it looks like Clearview is going to put Wellington away, the Dukes to this point have had the answer.
Yeah, and credit to them, right? You wouldn't expect anything different from them. Coach Howell's, coach team, but tough losses. You got the first place team coming to town, and really inspired effort so far.
It surely has been. 2nd and 2 from the 9. 2 receivers far side of the field. Single back is going to be Connor Stevens. And they're going to turn and hand it off. Coming over here on the jet sweep. Johnny Kinner gets inside the 5, diving forward, and he'll get down to about the goal line. And it'll be 1st and goal there. Yeah. Rob Howells wanted the touchdown call there. Didn't get it. But they're going to be down at the 1, 1st and goal.
Got to get that man the ball, right? We talked about it. I don't care how you get him the ball. We saw him kick return. Throwing the ball to him can't always be the easiest thing to do, especially in these conditions. So you hand it to him on the jet sweep, and at 6'3", 200 pounds, he's able to fight for yards.
1st and goal from the 1. Mike Rush will give you some scoring updates when he gets a chance. But first, 1st and goal from the 1. Connor Stevens lines up behind Landon Wright. And Landon Wright's going to go right up the gut, and he is going to get a touchdown, a 1-yard touchdown run for the Dukes. They cut the lead to 28-19. Landon Wright with a touchdown, his 2nd of the night, 3rd of the year, and with 2:31 to go in the ball in the 3rd quarter, the Dukes are back in it, down 28-19.
Yeah, another great response. Another great response by Wellington, and we'll see here down 9. Can you get this to a 1-score game, or can you convert on a kick, or we'll see what they're going to do. A couple scores in the Cleveland West Conference: 38-7 Buckeye over Valley Forge in the 4th quarter, 38-7. Ravenna is over Cloverleaf, 14-7. And then Firelands over Brookside, 19-0 in the 4th quarter.
And it looks like the Dukes are going to go for 2. They trail 28-19. They missed their last extra point, so now you've got Stevens at tailback, Moore at fullback. I formation, back to throw here to the near side, and it's going to be incomplete. They tried to get it to Kinner. So the 2-point conversion is no good. The Dukes get a little bit closer, but because they can't convert on the 2-point try, they still trail by 2 scores. 28-19, we'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this on the WEOL Gridiron Clash, streaming live at WEOL.com.
Call Domino's Pizza in Wellington, 440-647-2020, and get 2 or more medium 3-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each. Or get a large 2-topping pizza plus loaded tots for only $16.99. Both of these specials are for carryout and delivery. So grab your phone and call 440-647-2020 now. Delivery charge extra. Call Domino's Pizza on Route 58 in Wellington next to Mickey Mart. We're open after the game. Let's go Dukes.
The WEOL Gridiron Clash. On air, online, and on the mobile app.
This kickoff is brought to you by EcoTree Services. Call for 24-hour emergency service or online. Visit ecotreeservices.com. The Wellington Dukes trailing 28-19 as they get set to kick off Rice Lemcool. Might they try an onside kick, still down 2 scores with 2:31 to go in the third?
Yeah, we'll see a lot of interesting things on kickoffs tonight.
Lemcool squibs it down, and it will be picked up by the Clearview Clippers back at their own 29-yard line, and they fall on it, and they'll cover it right there at the 29. It was Intilli that came over to fall on that football because struggling to get a handle on it was Montez Sanchez Miller, so Intilli came over to assure that the Clippers would get possession.
Yeah, we'll see if Clearview can kind of keep this run game going, right? They've found success on the perimeter. They've found success in between the tackles.
Got our first final score of the night. We're still in the third quarter. Final score, it was Keystone shutting out Black River 14-0. That was our WEOL.com game on Stream 3, the Medina County matchup. Keystone blanks Black River 14-0. And Christensen will turn. He'll pitch it over here to the far side. Cameron Williams gets the rush. He'll get out to the 37-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6 or 7. Cameron Williams came in 27 carries for 217 on the year. They've got a balanced attack. Longo had 216 yards coming in, Tilly 239, and Williams 217. So not great numbers individually, but collectively, do the math, they've got almost 700 yards between those 3 backs. Second and short, and the turn and the handoff, and it'll be Longo getting the first down. Cross 45 in the Dukes territory down to the Wellington 45-yard line. Trey Moore brought him down, and that's a good run all the way down to the Wellington 45.
Yeah, and Clearview's got guys downfield, receivers blocking for them. We've seen some holdings, of course, but they're doing a good job of kind of getting in the way, knowing when to hold off, and springing some big runs here.
Officially, they're going to mark that at the Dukes 44. Down to a minute and a half to go, third quarter. 28-19, Clearview by 9.
Clearview now into Wellington.
Clippers came in 4-0, Clearview 2-3.
Christensen in the shotgun.
Christensen turns, hands off far side. J.G. Hill, he's had a big night. He's brought down from behind, a loss of 4, or a gain of 4, I should say. And Trey Moore made the tackle, but he lost his helmet in doing so. So when that happens, you've got to come out for at least one play. Trey Moore is going to come out, get that helmet looked at, as it popped off, so he had to come out of the game.
Yeah, Clearview really trying to attack the edges here in the second half, the perimeter, and something they probably saw on film at halftime, and kind of trying to outnumber Wellington on the edge and getting some blockers out there and mixing it up in the run game.
Second and 7 from the 43. And they're going to turn J.G. Hill over the far side. J.G. is going to get inside the 40, down to about the 39. It'll be third down for Clearview. And right now, from now on, Mike, every third down is critical because Wellington needs 2 possessions, got to get the ball back. And really every third down from here on out is big as we're down to half a minute to go in the third.
Yeah, absolutely. You said it, Rob. Got to get off the field, got to get these stops on third downs because, again, every first down you're getting, that's at least a couple minutes of clock you're taking. And, you know, you got to try find a way, get off the field any way you can.
So, in what could be the final play of the third quarter, Hill comes in motion, and he won't get the handoff, but getting it is Intilli. He's brought down by Trey Moore. Shy of the first down, it'll be 4th down and 1. He got to the 35. He needed to get to about the 34. It's a long 1 or a short 2, and that should be the final play of the third quarter. Clock winds down. We have played 3 quarters of football from Wellington. Your score, it's Clearview 28, Wellington 19. Back with the fourth quarter after this timeout. We're streaming live at WEOL.com.
We're tackling the competition this month with new deals at Nick Abraham Elyria Ford. Right now, get $5,000 off every in-stock 2024 Ford F-150, with Jeep owners receiving an additional $1,000 rebate. Plus, get $3,000 off every 2024 Bronco in stock, with Jeep owners getting a $2,000 rebate. Get yourself in the game this season at Nick Abraham Elyria Ford, Route 57 at East Broad Street.
Lorain County Community College grads are ready for the future.
I turned to LCCC for a degree in advanced technology.
To gain the skills needed to start a new career in cybersecurity.
To become a nurse and make a difference in our community.
To save money before earning my degree at a 4-year university.
To earn a degree that fits with my life.
You can turn to LCCC. We will prepare you for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College. Always here, always ready. Enroll today.
The WEOL Gridiron Clash. On air, online, and on the mobile app.
Start of the fourth quarter, Clearview out in front 28-19. It'll be fourth down, a long one or a short two. Mike, do you got an opinion on that?
Yeah, I mean, play of the game here, obviously, if you're Wellington.
I meant, is it a long one or a short two?
I think I'm going to say it's a perfect two.
Okay. Turn and handoff on fourth down, and they'll get the first down and more. Inside the 25 to the 20. Longo still on his feet, and he'll be down inside the 15-yard line.
Right about the 11.
Well, the line of scrimmage was the Dukes 36, and they're going to get about 25 on Rob Howes pleading with his defense. And we're going to get a late penalty flag and come out now. It's a sideline warning on Wellington as Coach Howes was out and he gets the sideline warning. Second time that would be a foul, but each team now has a sideline warning. It'll be 1st and 10 for Clearview at the Wellington 11-yard line as we just open up the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Josiah Longo, again, one of the more unique players, a defensive end, a running back, kind of the heart and soul of this Clearview team.
Christensen will take it, and he's going to turn and hand off to Cameron Williams, and he is going to be hit right there at the line of scrimmage. He had nowhere to go. As for the Wellington Dukes, one of a couple of players there was Connor Shepard, the linebacker there to make the stop.
Yeah, huge hit there, collision. That's one thing Wellington will do. They got a number of guys that will hit you. You talked about their linebacking group is one of the better groups in the area, and they've played well all year and trying to get a big stop here and a big stick.
Well, 2nd and 9 from the 10. Christensen out of the shotgun as he has been all night long. He'll take it. Last to roll to his right, being pressured. And he gets away from Sutherland. He's going to get to the 10-yard line, and he'll run out of bounds inside the 10. It'll be 3rd and goal.
Quarterback Cy Christensen, as he is going to pick up right about 5, I believe.
Yeah, we've talked about Christensen's elusive ability tonight. He can read the defense. If it breaks down, he's athletic enough. He can get outside the pocket and make something out of nothing. And obviously a big-time quarterback in this league, in this Lorain County area.
All right, they are going to mark him out at the 7. They can get a first down at it looks like at about the 1. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5 from the 7-yard line.
5 from 6, somewhere in there.
As Christensen out of the shotgun. J.G. Hill comes in motion. They're going to get it to him. Hill coming on the near side, and he has been wrapped up, nowhere to go. It'll be 4th down. And guess who? Trey Moore once again. Well, no, that was number 70, Ashton Rossler. Ashton Rossler, 6'2", 235, junior defensive tackle, wrapped him up. 4th and 5 from the 6.
Yeah, great job by that Wellington defense there of having contain and throwing it back inside so they could make the play. Everyone kind of doing their job.
So 4th and 5 from the 6-yard line. 28-19 Clearview, early stages of the fourth quarter, and we're going to get a whistle and a timeout for Clearview. We'll step aside as well. 10-17 to go in the ball game. Clearview trying to put the icing on the cake. They lead at 28-19. We're back after this. We're streaming live at WEOL.com.
Call Domino's Pizza in Wellington, 440-647-2020, and get 2 or more medium 3-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each. Or get a large 2-topping pizza plus loaded tots for only $16.99. Both of these specials are for carryout and delivery. So grab your phone and call 440-647-2020 now. Delivery charge extra. Call Domino's Pizza on Route 58 in Wellington next to Mickey Mart. We're open after the game. Let's go Dukes.
The WEOL Gridiron Clash. On air, online, and on the mobile app.
And thanks to a longtime sponsor from Wellington for us, my buddy Nick Meyer and everybody at Domino's Pizza in Wellington. Nick does a great job with that store. 440-647-2020. Give him a buzz. He'll hook you up before, during, or after the game. Nick Meyer and everybody at Domino's Pizza. Thanks for Nick's longtime support of Wellington Athletics on WEOL. We appreciate it very much. 4th and 5 from the 6-yard line. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Christensen out of the shotgun. They lead 28-19. Wellington shows blitz, and I think they jumped off. So this will give them half the distance to the... Yep, they're going to go half the distance. So now instead of 4th and 6, it'll be 4th and about 3, as one of the Dukes was trying to time up a perfect run blitz, and Mikey was just a little bit off.
Yeah, trying to time it up, like you said, and it's a tough penalty, kind of one of those discipline penalties, and it makes an impact here because it's going half the distance, like you said. It could change the play call for Clearview, and big play.
So it's going to be 4th and 2 from the Dukes 3-yard line, and let's see what they elect to do here. As they need 2 for a first down, 3 for a touchdown. And Christensen takes it, hands it off to Longo, up the gut, I don't know. And we've got a penalty flag comes flying in.
The ball's on the ground. Fumble is what that.
Clearview is indicating touchdown. Let's see. Oh, we got a lot going on here. He didn't get a touchdown. Did he get a first down? The officials are going to get together.
Yeah, the ball definitely came out. The official threw their orange indicator. So who recovered it? Where is it recovered? All needing to be sorted out.
And which is going to take a while here with 9:51 to go in the ball game as Clearview leads 28-19. Rob Howell's pleading his case. Now, last week, Wellington benefited from a fumble on the goal line that Brookside benefited from a Wellington fumble as they look to be going in for a touchdown. And now we await this call as the officials get together. So, Mike, you're right. The back judge threw that indicator to, let them know there was a fumble. Let's see who recovered it and then where they're going to spot it. And again, they can get a first down inside. So I'm going to guess this is first down at the 1 because that was 4th down. So now it is first and goal at the 1. So it's Clearview possession. They get the first down. Rob Howells wants an explanation, didn't get one. And they're going to hand it off to Longo. And Longo is hit behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a couple. And we got several flags coming in. And I'm going to guess that might be a face mask. This one is really bogged down between penalties and injuries.
Yeah, not a lot of flow.
No.
Longo's helmet off as he's going to head to the sideline.
So again, we have to wait for the officials to tell us what's happening here.
And we're getting to that point, Brian, where
and for the Dukes coming in defensively now, Ethan Ossenbaugh.
they've been throwing all over the ball.
For number 55, Spangenberg is going to come out and get a breather.
Cade Spangenberg is shaken up. So there's the face mask that we saw. And they'll move it half the distance. They'll replay first down, and Clearview will get it to just outside the goal line, trying to add to a 28-19 lead.
Yeah, number of flags here tonight, and that one doesn't hurt you, obviously. Only moves it a couple inches, but, yeah.
9:46 remaining.
So Clearview, if they need them, they've got 4 cracks inside the 1-yard line.
It's the I-90 Nissan postgame show where we talk to players and coaches from all over.
So first and goal inside the 1 as Christensen. Next to on his left has Tristan Antilli. And Christensen will take it, and he'll hand it off to Antilli. He was hit, and he doesn't get there as he's hit just shy of the goal line, and it was Ethan Osenberg who just came in to make that stop.
We got another flag.
unsportsmanlike, and that's going to be on Clearview.
Boy, an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the Clearview Clippers, and that's going to move them back 15 yards.
Yeah, that's a huge one.
That's a big one there.
Well, this one's getting a little chippy out there, Mike.
Yeah, you hate to see it. Two good teams, two well-coached teams, but right now, penalties both ways have just ruined any type of flow, and that's a big penalty for Clearview. It knocks you way back when you're on the doorstep of scoring, and Clearview may get out of here with the win. Obviously, there's a lot of football to be played, but Coach Collier's not going to be pleased by any means, regardless of the result.
And now they'll start the clock back up. 9.5 minutes to go in the ball game.
Did you start the clock?
Yes, started the clock back up. Second and goal from the 16. And Christensen takes it back to throw. Christensen rolling to his right, eludes the defender. He's going to take it and run. He's going to get to the 10-yard line, down to about the 7-yard line, and it'll be third and goal there.
Inside, right at the 5-yard line. So we'll have third and goal.
So now they basically got about 10 of the yards back from the penalty. Still third and goal from the 5. Clearview up 28-19. Rob Polinsky, Mike Rush from Wellington back at studio control. We have Terry Howell on the game that won't end.
Yeah, this is going on 2.5 hours here.
And now we're going to get a timeout for Clearview. So we'll take a timeout as well. We've got 8:49 to go in the game, 28-19 Wellington. We're back after this on the WEOL Gridiron Clash, streaming live at WEOL.com.
In the year 1901, New York became the first state to require automobile license plates. The first Nobel Peace Prize ceremony was held in Sweden, and Ohio Mutual Insurance Group was founded. At the Cobos Insurance Agency, we're proud to represent Ohio Mutual, a company with more than a century of experience. We can help you select the best coverage to help protect your auto, home, farm, or business. Call us at 324-3732. We'd love to evaluate your insurance needs and recommend the best coverage from the best companies, like Ohio Mutual. Since 1901, keeping the promises that secure dreams.
Finding your next Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Cavs radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need to be removed, contact EcoTree, a local business that deserves your business. They've earned mine. Go to ecotreeservices.com.
Third and goal from the 5-yard line. Christensen takes it. A double handoff coming over here to the far side. Shaking a tackle, diving forward just shy of the goal line. At the 1-yard line is Devin Jackson. So after all that, they do a double handoff, and it'll be fourth down and goal, basically right where we were before they had the unsportsmanlike conduct. 28-19 Clearview, under 8.5 minutes to go in the ball game.
Yeah, tried to run a reverse there, like you said, on 3rd and 5, and
they're going to mark it out at 2. Well, fourth and goal from the 2.
4th and goal from the 1 coming up now.
Christensen has Cameron Williams to his left. Tristan and Tilly behind him at tailback. And Christensen takes it, and he's going to get it to Antilli. Antilli dives forward, and he got in for a 2-yard touchdown run. Antilli on a 2-yard touchdown run with 7:58 to go, and that one might do it.
He recovers it, pushes.
Yeah, one of the more painful touchdowns both ways for both teams. Like you said, that could do it, Rob, and kind of a marathon drive.
And Tilly with a 2-yard touchdown run, his second touchdown of the night, his 6th of the season. 34-19, they'll go for 2. And there is 7:58 remaining in the game. And Christensen gets a low snap back to throw, trying to elude the Duke defenders, does so, fires for the end zone wide open, and he hit him. He got J.G. Hill in the back of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. And Christensen with a nice 2-point pass to J.G. Hill, and that's going to make this a 3-score game. And the big thing of that is, instead of a 2-score game, it's a 3-score game because it's a 17-point difference at 36-19. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this on WEOL.com, Stream 2.
Lorain County Community College's graduates are the first choice of local employers. From healthcare to manufacturing to technology, companies turn to LCCC to find the talent they need. Graduates land jobs they love, our economy grows, our region thrives. You can turn to LCCC. We will prepare you for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College, always here, always ready. Enroll today.
The WEOL Gridiron Clash. On air, online, and on the mobile app.
7:58 to go in the ball game. It's the Clearview Clippers 36 to Wellington Dukes 19. As Clearview gets a big touchdown right there on a 2-yard run on 4th and goal by Antilli, second of the game, and that is going to be his 6th of the season. And after the 2-point conversion, it's now a 3-score game. Short kick that Kinner comes up to get at the 20. Kinner gets across the 30. He'll be brought down at the 34, and that's where Wellington will set up shop here late in the ball game.
Yeah, if you're Wellington, obviously you got to go tempo. You got to try to spread it out, air it out, and if you're Clearview, you're working on situational football. You know, nothing behind you. You certainly don't want any more penalties. I don't think anybody wants that. But, 3 scores, like you said, it's going to be tough for this Wellington team that, is really built to run it. And they're going to have to try to tempo and see what they can do here.
We've got the out-of-town score update for you here. It's final score, Buckeye over Valley Forge, 45-13. Ravenna over Cloverleaf, 21-7 in the fourth. Firelands over Brookside, 28-0 in the fourth. We'll get to the rest of the scores after this first down play. Again, thanks to Terry Howell for that. 1st and 10. Back to throw. We're going to fire, and it's going to be in and out of hands of his intended receiver as he tried to get it to Connor Shepard. In the third quarter, Midview over Berea Mid-Park, 13-7. And in the third, Columbia over Oberlin, 34-0.
Yeah, week 6, Rob, hard to believe. Feel like we say it every year, midway point of the season, and conference races taking shape, and playoff races, and got the expanded playoffs as we gear up here for this 2nd and 10.
Final Friday of September. Next Friday will be the first Friday of October, and it'll be week 7. And right back to throw. He's being pressured, and he gets thrown down as Montez Sanchez-Miller, the defensive lineman, came through and threw him down for the sack. For Miller, that's his 2nd sack of the year. So now it'll be 3rd and long with 7.5 minutes to go as the Clippers look to get to 5-0, move to 2-0 in league play. And Wellington trying to avoid an 0-3 start to league play and dropping to 2-4, although it's looking more and more like that's what's going to happen here. But a great effort tonight for the Dukes, but Clearview, when they had to, just came up with the plays. Wright is going to throw a screen pass. It is caught, and nothing doing as they're just going to get a short one out here to the 25-yard line, and I think that was Barron Turner Jr., number 8. Again, they've got the camouflage uniforms with the black numerals, not the easiest things to see out here. 4th and long, and the Dukes have it at their own 26. They've got to get 17 yards for a first down. It would appear that Wellington's going to go for it.
Yeah, at this point, kind of out of options, and 3 scores, like we said, 6 minutes to go on the running clock, and kind of do or die here on this 4th and 17.
So they will go. Landon Wright, the throw on 4th and 17, is going to step up, and he'll be sacked. Never had any time to get there, and on 4th and 17, he gets sacked, and Clearview is going to take over. Josiah Longo is there on the stop that time. Defensive lineman for the Clearview Clippers, another two-way player. 5'9", 175, and a senior, his 4th sack of the season. And the Clippers will take over 1st and 10, 6:12 to go from the 24-yard line of Wellington.
Yeah, we talked about Wellington's effort tonight, and again, credit to their kids, credit to their coaching staff. They had them ready to play. It wasn't an issue of that. It's just Clearview having a little bit more playmakers and some depth and kind of just wearing them down a little bit.
All right, we've got some updates for you in the fourth quarter. Avon over Olmsted Falls, 35-7. EC looking for their first win, lead St. Vincent St. Mary 21-14 in the third. Cam Williams gets the handoff, he's brought down. And some other scores, Vermilion blanking Norwalk 21-0 in the fourth quarter. In a good one, the Wadsworth Grizzlies, undefeated, taking on the Hudson Explorers. They're tied at 14 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and how about Wadsworth this year, Rob, in Division II Region 6, kind of adding a different wrinkle to that kind of mini SWC tournament along with Medina Highland. And
yep, you always see Lorain County versus Medina County matchups in the playoffs in Division II Region 6, it seems. So it'll be 2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line. They'll hand it off to Cam Williams over the far side, and he'll be brought down. Bryce Lemcool brings him down inside the 20 to the 19. Lemcool, a linebacker, came into the ball game, 6'2", 185, at a sophomore with 39 tackles on the year. Hot dogs are half off, Mike. You might want to run down there.
Yeah, I didn't get any of the pizza up here, so.
That's your own damn fault. I mean, how many times do I got to tell you to get pizza?
I'm going to be here late tonight working, so maybe.
You think it's still going to be here?
Maybe I can get some,
You'd rather have cold pizza than good. Well, thanks to John Bowman and everybody here at Wellington for their hospitality, and the rest of us got pizza except for Mike Rush. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So they're going to throw it out in the flat, and it is going to be caught over here on the far side, and making the catch is a new receiver for the Clearview Clippers, and that's R.J. Williams. Williams, just a freshman, comes up with that catch.
Yeah, tried to hit him with a little quick screen, and Wellington was all over it. Forcing this fourth down here in about 8 with the running clock, about 4:20 left.
For R.J. Williams, that's his first catch of the year. So 4th down for Clearview as the clock continues to run. Just over 4 minutes to go in the ball game. They lead 36-19. They trailed only once tonight. It was on the opening kick, taken for a touchdown. They trailed 7-0, but since then it's been all Clearview. Christensen back to throw on 4th down, stepping up in the pocket, looking for room to run. He's eluding the rush so far, goes to the far side, brought down shy of the first down. Nice job by the Dukes out there defensively, Mike, as they kept up the pursuit and wouldn't let Christensen get away.
Yeah, good job, like you said, not allow him to get out of the pocket like we've seen, tonight. Sometimes he steps up. Good job, pursuit, like you said, and able to get off the field and get the ball back.
And with the change of possession, stops the clock with 3:49 to go. But, and a nice job there for the Dukes, too. They're down 36-19. They went for it on 4th down. They didn't get it. So the defense is in a tough spot. They could have laid down right there, but they didn't.
Yeah, playing with pride to the end like you would expect from this type of team. A lot of seniors, right? You only get 10 cracks at this, maybe more if you're lucky, and playing with pride.
All right, we've got some scoring updates. We'll get them to you in a minute. Landing right, rolling right, throwing, and it's going to be intercepted, stepping right in front of it, and getting inside the 10-yard line to the 5, down the sidelines, dives into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Garcia. Isaiah Garcia goes all the way with the touchdown on the pick 6. And it's 42-19 Clearview.
Yeah, and that's Garcia's 5th pick of the season. He leads all of Lorain County. Just steps in front of that and takes it to the house for exclamation point.
Wow, Garcia, you're right. He just stepped right in front of it, Mike. And I think went approximately 28 yards for the interception. You mentioned he's got 5 of their 6 interceptions on the year. And it is now 42-19.
Hold the record. Do you want to see the record grow? You want to be at that game?
Christensen, and let's see if they are short one player here on the 2-point conversion. So they got to have somebody come out here late to line up for the 2-point conversion.
2001 for the Cardinals, correct?
So 2-point conversion, and back to throw will be Christensen. Christensen is going to throw to the back of the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. We do have a penalty flag, though, here in the backfield as he got it to Devin Jackson. while they assess that penalty, it's going against Clearview. Let's give you some scoring updates. Again, thanks to Terry Howell back at Studio Control. Avon Lake over Amherst 28-20 in the fourth quarter. That's our game on WEOL right now, AM 930 and FM 100.3. It was Ravenna over Cloverleaf in the fourth quarter, 21-7. And an update, Firelands blanking Brookside 28-0 in the fourth quarter. So they're going to have to retry the two-point conversion as the penalty went against Clearview. Clippers are going to get the win, but I don't think Mike Collier's going to be happy with all these penalties.
No, absolutely not. Very sloppy, not the way you want to win, right? You get the win, but you kind of feel a certain type of way after the game, and a lot to clean up for them.
Two-point conversion. Christensen takes the snap. Christensen's going to step up and looking to run, and now he's going to throw towards the back of the end zone. It's incomplete, no good. So that makes it 42-19. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have another EcoTree Services kickoff, and we'll get you set. We're getting closer to the Nick Abraham postgame show. 3:12 to go in the ball game. We're back after this. It's all Clearview. Clippers lead at 42-19 on the WEOL Gridiron Clash. We're streaming live at WEOL.com.
Ohio Mutual Insurance Group has been a leader in the farm insurance industry since 1901. With more than 100 years of experience, Ohio Mutual's farm products have evolved to meet the needs of 21st century farm owners. At Kobos Insurance Agency, we can help you protect what matters most. Whether you own a small farm with 5 acres or a large operation with thousands of acres, we can provide the coverage you need. Give us a call at 324-3732. We would welcome the opportunity to meet your farm insurance needs. Ohio Mutual. Modern insurance for modern farmers.
We're tackling the competition this month with new deals at Nick Abraham Elyria Ford. Right now, get $5,000 off every in-stock 2024 Ford F-150, with Jeep owners receiving an additional $1,000 rebate. Plus, get $3,000 off every 2024 Bronco in stock, with Jeep owners getting a $2,000 rebate. Get yourself in the game this season at Nick Abraham Elyria Ford. Route 57 at East Broad Street.
We get set for kickoff here.
EcoTree Services kickoff with 3:12 to go in the football game. And the kick is going to come down to the 30-yard line. And Dukes fall to a knee as they get it. And that is Barron Turner Jr. falling to a knee. And that kickoff, again, as they all are all season, brought to you by the good folks of EcoTree Services. Make them your complete tree care company. Second-generation arborists have roots that date back to 1964. So the Dukes next week will go to Columbia, and for the Clearview Clippers, they're going to have to play better than tonight, Mike, as they are going to be home to take on the Firelands Falcons, who tonight are headed to a big win over Brookside.
Yeah, and that's shaping up to be a big one next week, and like you said, got to clean it up. It's always good to go through that and to win, right? But you still have your players' attention, right? When you play this sloppy, you know they're going to be paying attention tomorrow in film.
From the 30-yard line, they're going to turn hand off. There's a fumble on the play, and see it is picked up and coming up with the fumble for the Clearview Clippers, and getting it is Cameron Williams. So Cam Williams gets the fumble recovery, and that should just about put it into this one, as Clearview will come out and try to run out the clock here as Wellington with a spirited effort, but they were only down by 7 at halftime, 20-13, but they have been outscored 22-6 in the second half so far.
Yeah, and you kind of feel like this final won't be indicative of the game that you had and the effort that they put up. Like we said, it got away from them here in the second half. It got sloppy, kind of got worn down a little bit with guys in and out of the lineup. But, the score definitely not indicative here.
And Clearview, what a good team does, is play through some mistakes and win the game. We've got a new quarterback coming in and a new running back. Let's get you the new faces for Clearview. Cy Christensen is done for the night. Is coming in for him as Braden Turner, backup quarterback, a freshman, and he turns and hands it off to Christian Stevenson, a sophomore running back. So some young guys getting some play here at the end of this one.
Yeah, good opportunity to get some reps for those guys, big reps for them, and certainly don't want Christensen taking any more hits or any of your main skill guys. So
Christian Stevenson on the year had 2 carries for 22 yards as he gets that handoff.
So here we go, backup quarterback for the Clearview Clippers.
So again, it's Braden Turner, and he rolls to his right. Turner's going to keep it on the quarterback keeper. He's brought down after a short gain. It'll be third down. Over 2 minutes to go. 42-19 Clippers. Nick Abraham on them all post-game show as soon as we're done. We'll try to catch up with Mike Collier tomorrow on the Nick Abraham Saturday Morning Sports Wrap-Up Show. Defensively coming in for the Dukes now, Austin Sutherland.
Very similar build.
Third and 9. Nice job by Mike Collier getting his frontline guys out of there. High snap. We're going to direct snap and taking it, running forward to the 25-yard line, being brought down there. And it was a direct snap to a new running back for Clearview, and that is Timothy Horvath, 5'10", 180-pound sophomore. I'm sorry, Brandon Martin, number 30. Brandon Martin, 5'10", 180-pound sophomore on that carry. 4th and 9, as they'll have to run this play. If they don't get the first down, Wellington will get it on a change of possession. But we are down to 1 minute to go in this game. 4th and 9 from the Wellington 26-yard line. So Brandon Martin, third quarterback in here now. And he'll keep it. He's going to run to the far side. And he is not able to turn the corner as he'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll turn it over on downs to Wellington.
Yeah, a bunch of guys that would be playing tomorrow morning out there, playing hard. Saw some big hits, and everybody kind of getting some reps, and Wellington able to get a stand. And
so it stops the clock with 40 seconds to go in the ball game as Wellington, if they run the ball, probably one, maybe two plays. If they throw the ball, who knows? But
here we go, October, baby.
So it's 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line as the final seconds are set to tick down here as they're in the I formation. Landon Wright under center. And Wright will turn and he's going to hand it off, and Stevens will get across the 40 to the 45 to midfield, still on his feet, down to the 40-yard line, down to the 30-yard line, almost fumbled the ball, came up with it against some of the Clearview younger players. Gets down to the 30, stops the clock momentarily with the first down, 32 seconds to go.
Yeah, Stevens rumbling and bumbling, and ball coming out there. He's able to retain it. And Wellington's going to hurry up here, try to get a couple more plays off.
So Wellington going up against the Clearview second unit and turning the handoff and nowhere to go that time for Stevens as he is brought down by Devin Dobrinsky. Dobrinsky is a 185-pound sophomore. And that will be the final play of this one as the clock ticks down, and that'll be the final play of the game. Your final score tonight, it was the Clearview Clippers 42 and the Wellington Dukes 19. We'll be back with the Nick Abraham On 'Em All postgame show after this timeout. You're listening to the WEOL Gridiron Clash, streaming live at WEOL.com.
Call Domino's Pizza in Wellington, 440-647-2020, and get 2 or more medium 3-topping pizzas for just $8.99 each. Or get a large 2-topping pizza plus loaded tots for only $16.99. Both of these specials are for carryout and delivery. So grab your phone and call 440-647-2020 now. Delivery charge extra. Call Domino's Pizza on Route 58 in Wellington next to Mickey Mart. We're open after the game. Let's go Dukes.
Lorain County Community College grads are ready for the future.
I turned to LCCC for a degree in advanced technology.
To gain the skills needed to start a new career in cybersecurity.
To become a nurse and make a difference in our community.
To save money before earning my degree at a 4-year university.
To earn a degree that fits with my life.
You can turn to LCCC. We will prepare you for the jobs of the future. Lorain County Community College. Always here, always ready. Enroll today.
Hi, Tim Elkhorn, Kev's radio voice. Recently, we had some trees removed. So again, singing the praises of EcoTree Services. In a few hours, EcoTree had removed the unsightly trees, cleaned the debris, and opened the area for a new fence. I can't say enough good things about the people at EcoTree. I've used them several times, always thrilled with their work. If you have trees that require pruning or need to be removed, Contact EcoTree, a local business that deserves your business. They've earned mine. Go to ecotreeservices.com.
It's the Nick Abraham Auto Mall postgame show on WEOL.
And welcome back to the Nick Abraham postgame show. Getting your next vehicles a snap. Visit the Nick Abraham Auto Mall, Route 57 East Broad Street in Elyria. Ron Polinsky, Mike Rush here with you as the Clearview Clippers get the win. They stay undefeated. They go to 5-0 on the campaign. And the Wellington Dukes with a loss, they drop to 2-4. Let's bring you the second half highlights. Terry Howell did a great job, got you all 5 touchdowns in the first half. And in the second half to start, it was 20-13 Clearview as Wellington had made it a one-score game very late in the second quarter. And to start the third quarter, Clearview got a big interception. Right turns, rolls to his left, wants to throw, firing downfield in the coverage, and it's going to be tipped and intercepted at the 20-yard line, out to the 30-yard line, to the 33-yard line. The Clearview Clippers with the interception as they get a good return to the 33, and it is going to be Corey Armelin, 5'10", 150-pound junior. He was the corner who got the deflected ball, and he gets the Clippers their second turnover of the night. And with 6:39 to go in the third quarter, they would take that drive. They would go downfield, up 20-13. Here's how the Clippers got their first touchdown of the third quarter. Tilly comes in motion, and Christensen wants to throw. Going downfield, has a man, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown. Clippers get the touchdown, and it's going to be Troy Jones. Christensen with his third touchdown pass of the night, a 23-yarder to Troy Jones. And for Christensen, 3 on the night, and give them 10 on the year. And they lead 26-13 with 6:39 to go in the third.
Yeah, great play design by Clearview. They kind of faked the quick screen. They kind of pumped it. Jones, it kind of breaks down like he's blocking, goes towards the pylon. A great pass by Christensen. Good execution.
So a fake punt then on the next drive for Wellington kept that drive alive as Trey Moore had a great run on a fake punt, kept the drive going, and with 2:31 to go in the third quarter, here's how the Dukes got their final points of the night. And Landon Wright's going to go right up the gut, and he is going to get a touchdown, a 1-yard touchdown run for the Dukes. They cut the lead to 28-19. Landon Wright with a touchdown, his second of the night, third of the year, and with 2:31 to go in the ball in the third quarter, the Dukes are back in it, down 28-19. They would go for 2 and not get it, and that's the way the score ended in the third quarter, 28-19. Clearview would tack on 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns, 7:58 to go in the ball game. Here's their first of those 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And Christensen takes it, and he's going to get it to Antilli. Antilli dives forward, and he got in for a 2-yard touchdown run. Antilli on a 2-yard touchdown run with 7:58 to go, and that one might do it.
He recovers it.
Yeah. Then a 2-point conversion from Christensen to J.G. Hill made it 36-19. 3:38 to go in the ball game. Landon Wright went back to pass, and here's how Clearview put the icing on the cake. Landon Wright rolling right, throwing, and it's going to be intercepted, stepping right in front of it, and getting inside the 10-yard line to the 5, down the sidelines, dives into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaiah Garcia. Isaiah Garcia goes all the way with the touchdown on the pick 6, and it's 42-19 Clearview.
Yeah, and that's Garcia's 5th pick of the season. He leads all of Lorain County. Just steps in front of that and takes it to the house for exclamation point.
And that would wrap up the scoring here tonight as Clearview wins it by a score of 42-19. Plenty of people to thank. Want to thank Terry Howell back in studio control, John Bowman, and everybody here at Wellington for their hospitality. Most of all, we want to thank you for listening, and also for my broadcast partner, Mike Rush, who was doubling up as the Chronicle Telegram reporter tonight. So Mike is down there getting his interviews, getting his story ready to be written. You can read his story in the Blitz tomorrow in the CT. But for now, this is Ron Polinsky letting you know that the WEOL Gridiron Clash between Wellington and Clearview was brought to you in part by Cobos Insurance Center, Lorain County Community College, EcoTree Services, Domino's Pizza here in Wellington, and by the Nick Abraham Auto Mall, Route 57 in East Broad Street in Elyria. For Terry Howell and also for Mike Rush, this is Ron Polinsky. One more time, your final score. Clearview 42, Wellington 19. Have a good night, everybody.